Alrighty, there we go. Hello.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hello.
We're here.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
And
Oh my god.
most of us have our feet
Participation
firmly on the
awards in
ground.
my chat.
No,
Only some of us.
Yeah, one of us has their heads in
Some
the
of us.
clouds, but that's okay.
They're really up to.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Hold on. I need to.
They're not responding to me either.
Do
Wow.
this.
Wow. Rude.
Yeah, that's
Much
rude.
rudeness.
Rude.
Much rudeness.
There. This is not working.
What's not working
Hold
now,
on.
Josie?
Again, for some reason, I just sometimes Streamlabs. There we go.
Well,
no, we're good. No,
we're good.
We're good.
It wouldn't be a D&D
Sure,
session
yeah.
without them tech issues. All right, that's alrighty.
True.
So I have
How's
put like a
everyone
little
doing?
footstool underneath my table. So now I can lean back on my chair like this.
That is, I'm telling you now, that's not a glamorous look there, Rob. I'll be the first to tell you. I'm just... Look, someone's gonna be honest.
Look, alright, the footstool's leaving next stream.
The footstool. I mean, I've got a footrest.
Oh, I was just
Foot
wanting to
rest
lean back.
is different. I've got a footrest.
I'm taking applications
Just
for
little.
someone to be my footrest.
Oh my god, Carly, don't do that. You
Oh.
Be
know,
careful what you wish for on the
yeah,
internet.
you'll get an
You'll have
inbox full of.
applications.
Only if you cosplay Lady Dimitrescu.
I would be
Okay.
there in a second, but let's not go there.
Yeah. Please email gotham@poggers.org for to
.chat.
apply.
That seems like an absolutely legitimate email address.
It
that
is.
you-
And
Absolutely.
also
You all
include
should
your credit card
definitely
number thing.
email. Yeah.
Just input your credit card details into this very interesting PayPal looking.
I'm gonna freaking make a Gotham email just so people can
God.
get him. Surely
And it's just
someone-
whenever you send an email, it auto replies with Rickroll.
But like a tiny URL, so they don't know where it's gonna go, right? So because if you see a
Yes!
YouTube,
No, it's
link,
just like when you open the email, it's just a GIF or a clip of the song that starts.
Yeah.
Better
With-
yet,
with
the
the soundtrack.
virus like inserts itself in your computer, so just any one of your applications could open up to a Rickroll video, and that's all it does. It's fine other than that.
Wow. Devious.
I will honestly say I did something horrible in high school. We got laptops from the school. I went on one of my classmates' laptop when he was like away, and I changed his laptop homepage to Leakspin, if anyone remembers that.
I do not.
I did something.
It's just an no. It's an infinite GIF of Orihime from Bleach spinning
Oh,
a leak,
the leak
and they
spin!
and they-
Yes.
I did not.
and they
Yes.
play Levan Polka. And they play Levan Polka.
Yeah.
And legitimately, a year later, when I saw him open the internet browser on his computer, and that page still popped up, and he immediately opened a new one and closed it.
Oh my god. He just never changed it back. That is amazing.
Oh no, that's fantastic.
That reminds
I love
me.
I definitely did something similar, but it was
Wait,
a different
wait,
spin.
did you
It wasn't
all-
leak spin. It was something else spin.
Yeah,
If
let's
anyone
not
knows
talk
what I'm
about
talking
Well,
about.
I've got someone misheard and thought they heard meat spin. So I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah,
that's
that's
where
the
you're
one.
going,
No,
Roju.
no.
Yeah.
But I will point out though, there's I don't know if it's Ayachi with the changed name or this is someone different.
Oh, it is.
It
Oh,
is
it is.
Iachi. It is Iachi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ayachi says that everyone has gotten an outfit DLC, but I'm staying consistent, and I do want to point out this is a different from what I usually wear. Let me show you.
Oh no, Josie, don't do it again!
Do
Shit,
it.
no!
Oh, I will come be your
Oh,
Oh
first
no.
man.
No.
This is my usual outfit. This is
Yeah, this is-
different.
Oh my god.
100% different.
Yeah, like, oh dear.
The best thing is she didn't hear any of that. And
I know. Our panic,
No
our
one
sudden
tell
panic.
her.
Yeah.
What?
Wow. Yeah.
I
you have-
Okay,
thought you
we're
were
just
gonna
wondering.
get my chat raring again. That's
No,
all.
we're wondering if you're taking applications, Josie. That's all.
Applications for what?
to step on some people.
Wait, what do you
Look,
think we're here for every
Look,
Sunday?
I do own a pair of, I think it's like 6-inch pleasers.
No, it sounds
Alright,
Alright.
All right. Light to.
But welcome in. I'm Josie Poser. I'm the dungeon mistress of this game. If you come over to my end of the stream, you can. I don't know if you all have links, but if you come over here, you can use your channel points to give these people some items through the community challenges. It's for the group, and I'm drinking a carbonated, I don't know words, caffeine drink from my glass tankard, as always.
Carbonated caffeine drink.
Is that just a soda?
Wow, that's
Josie,
It's an
please.
energy drink.
I was gonna say that's an energy
Oh,
drink. Yes.
I gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah, you're very smart.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is it bull red?
Mhm. No,
Okay.
it's Dermon.
Ah.
I don't know that one. I don't drink energy drinks, so.
Cuddly.
Yes. Hello. Cuddly in a very cloudy background here because I'm hiding all my moving boxes and you can't see them.
We saw it before. It's atrocious, chat.
It's atrocious, but also secret pig. So maybe you can see the secret pig every now and then.
Secret pig just turned up.
Secret pig.
Yeah, secret pig's there.
Blood pig.
I play Nana Melavora, a little granny gnome with a knack for cooking. Yeah, that's me. Oh, and I am drinking a White Rabbit beer because we had such a long
Yes.
day. So yeah,
White Rabbit's delicious for the record.
it is. So Orb is right here for me. So Orb, do you want to go next?
I'm Orb, Wettest Orb, or Moisture Sphere. Basically, I play Arthur, the Wood Elf Ranger. Some people would say he would be a bard, a very
no one
terrible
said that.
bard.
No one
No
says
one would say that.
No.
Look, there's not much else to say. You can tell the party rips on Arthur. Arthur loves it. So I'm
That
just
is
gonna.
Yeah, but what are you
maybe.
drinking, Orb?
What am I drinking? I am drinking the turkeys are wild.
Okay,
Turkeys
well,
are wild.
Wild
turkey.
turkey.
I see.
Yes.
But
But
typical Queenslander.
Wow.
all right then, we're gonna move on to the
You
Melbourne
forget from whence you
person.
came.
The
believe
person
it
that's
up.
all in comfy clothing.
I am. I'm very comfy.
So we're gonna go to the Fro Man himself. All right.
Well, despite what Wettestorm was saying, I'm not the Fro Man. I'm AussieDevFro. Very particular difference. I am not the Messiah. I'm just a very naughty boy. I'm playing Rudy, Magic Hands McGee, the party's cleric. Although they're all beginning to think there's some kind of necromantic undertones going on around here. I think. It's my job to keep these bozos alive and kicking for the remainder of their journey. And I am drinking some Orchard Crush apple cider.
Orange Crush cider, right?
Orchard Crush. Orchard
Orange.
Crush. Excuse
Orange.
me.
Orange crushes cider. Cider evaporates wine.
Oh my
Wine.
god.
Are you trying to make a paper, scissors, paper, rock here? What the heck?
Yeah, here we go.
Spark poison lizard.
and then I'll just throw it down to
Spark poison's
Roju.
lizard or what?
Oh my
I
god.
don't know.
Why?
Oh yeah, it's me.
Yeah, there's a Roju here somewhere.
Hello. Yeah, I'm a disembodied voice today because I'm still up in Queensland,
Ew.
where apparently they forgot that it's supposed to be winter. Yeah, I'm come from the lovely channel Participation Award, which you may see me trolling Josie's chat with today. Yeah, I'm playing Gerald, who is actually a warlock. But it's unclear whether he actually knows that he's a warlock technically or not, because he believes he's a wizard, or does he? He positions himself as a wizard nonetheless.
I mean, depending on
how
how you see it, he might consider himself to be a sorcerer because he just got powers.
That's true, but he has learned them off something or someone. So it is learned knowledge, but it is also it's like a nice little in between. He's like sorcerer.
It's more
and
like
wizard
magically imparted, like someone just took like a huge injection of information right into his brain.
Yeah. But it's information, not just raw power necessarily. So he's got that nice little, he likes it. He wants to believe he's a wizard. I think that's the core of it. He wants to believe he's a wizard, and he doesn't want to believe that there's anything else going on.
He hasn't figured out quite if he's trying to convince himself or everyone else.
Correct. Yes. Gerald is, just wanting to live an easy life.
And how easy has it been?
He ain't getting it.
Not at all. No, I think it's just going to progressively get further and further away from that goal.
I love that for him. I
really the player loves it for him as well, but Gerald, the character, is not ready for.
He's having a poor time.
Yeah,
he is,
and I'm very excited for him to continue to have an even worse time.
I just imagine one day Gerald will just explode. He's had enough, and he's just going to become the BBEG out of just like pure. Can everyone leave me alone?
Can everyone just go away?
Yeah. What was his his famous quote of like, I have a
delicate constitution.
Constitution.
Yes.
And overwhelming arcane powers or something.
Yes. That sums him up so well.
Yeah, Archie,
One day
I'm wondering if something like Mob Psycho 100 will happen, Does anyone know?
God, that's a good one though. No, I imagine at the very end. Yeah, at the very end, Gerald's just gonna cast banishment on himself. Like, I'm out.
See ya.
Don't care where I go.
You just made me almost choke on the drink that I'm drinking today, which is Nuka-Cola.
Nuka-Cola. All right.
I've got a can of Nuka-Cola.
We can't prove you wrong.
I can send you a photo.
You could be drinking whatever. You could drink. You'd be drinking
if you put
whatever,
the photo in the disc tray, everyone would see
Disc
it.
tray. Not the dice tray.
Oh, the dice tray! Oh my god!
How many of those ciders have you had tonight?
None, but I spent half the day destroying my old computer, so it's like my old computer's on my mind.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, the thing in the sink. I was like, oh no, this is gonna get so many people.
There you go. I'll throw it in the dice tray for you.
No. Put it in the disc tray so we can.
Ooh.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, you went in. I know where you went.
Oh,
very nice.
Ooh, that's.
So you can also see a little top bit of Crocodile Hunter there going, crikey!
Crikey!
They still use Steve Irwin on the promotion? That's crazy.
They have to. It's his zoo.
Yeah,
like the road is actually called Steve Irwin Way.
Is.
Like the
They did
entire
change
road
it.
is.
Yeah, because he's where the highway.
That's right. They've also got dinosaurs there, it turns out, which is great.
I don't know why I live there.
Wow.
My God, can we get this game started?
No.
Yeah.
Please.
Hey, Roju giggled.
Yeah.
I'm off the hook.
That's the solution I use with Noctia all the time. I'm like, if you laugh, I'm off the hook.
Yeah, I do that too.
And then she goes no and walks away. So
did you make a bad joke and I missed it?
Always.
Oh, bad face. Do you guys want to play some D&D?
No, I'm not here for that. Sorry, bye.
No, DBD?
Yeah.
Oh, God, no.
Well, no, I was playing that last night.
Yeah, but no, let's get to it. I'm going to repop the music because it doesn't want to loop. Let's see if I can find the even sadder one. No, I'm kidding.
Oh no! It's just occurred to me that I don't think anyone else knows the questions that I'm asking, but don't worry, I'm not squandering them. Josie knows.
We'll get to it.
But
Alright.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to tell us. You're gonna have to tell Rudy at least.
Is that
Nothing
Pete?
happens.
The spell only works
That's
if Rudy says it.
Last week, you all had quite an amount of downtime. You had to you would have 9 days before the Winter's Claw would be ready to sail towards Troll Hat to drop you off. And you spent days doing various things. Rudy connecting with his roots, located the local cemetery and morgue, worked there for a few days, trading knowledge about interring the dead, the treatment of bodies, and pilfering a few souvenirs.
Don't tell anyone.
Nana spent most of her time either helping out Gerald by crafting a rod made out of dark wood for this project Gerald had going. Some days were also spent with her newfound friend that she purchased, the Twig Blight. Arthur spent his first day drinking. Then he drank less. And eventually he too committed to helping Gerald in this project by showing him how to treat wood. With his experience working with fletchery, longbows, in the wild, Gerald spent most of the days just working on this project. First day, getting the theory down. The next few days, asking the others for help. Running to different stores, getting materials, seeing how they could help. Goose spent most of his day simply thinking, idling, not really participating much, except for being available to talk, giving a hand to Gerald, running errands. As we reached the 7th day, 2 days before the Winter's Claw would set sail for Troll Hat, Kira, captain of the 3rd Regiment of Rangers, came to you all, looking for volunteers. A group were going to head towards the mines, the Sphirera mines, where you had fought the Zombie Beholder and the Masked Man, where you had seen the fiendish woman, white hair, white horns, white wings, and a grin. In these mines, you had also realized that there were still those who could not die had remained. Those who could not walk, those who had to crawl, those who had lost limbs or broken their bodies too much to follow the horde were still in the mines. Some of you, Nana, Goose, and Arthur, went to these mines. You went down one of the corridors that you had been assigned to, and after a while, you found familiar faces. The dwarf Olin Warren and the halfling Tej Lowhill, who you'd traveled with on your way to the city of Bora. Crawling towards you, their bodies broken and beaten. No semblance of recognition in their eyes. You made their suffering short. And with conflicting emotional... God damn it, Rodu!
Fuck.
I'm done! No!
Oh my god. No, come back!
How do you piss off a DM?
Oh no.
Nana stuffed a body in her bag of holding.
And everyone poo-poos Rudy for stealing a few finger bones, yet Nana's stealing whole bodies.
I stole a friend.
I
It's
think-
different. I'm giving her back at the end of this. You
You
don't
brought the body of
understand.
Tej Lowhill back to the inn, to the Bramblefrost Inn, to your room. And while Gerald was still tinkering on the final details of his project, Goose went and once again hid in the bathroom. He did not want to see any of this, as Rudy cast Speak with the Dead. And we come to, the game starts. We do not have Denny today. Denny called in sick, and Goose will pretty much just be idling, and in case of combat, I will be Eva piloting.
Josie, this music is even sadder.
Yeah.
It's the same music.
It's the same music.
I just hear it better. I turned it up. Oh no. Okay, this is fine.
The body of Tej takes a deep breath. And there's the slightest hint of a smile as the eyes fall upon the group. As the spell takes hold.
I did not
You have
want
5
feelings this early in
questions.
the game. I am so upset with you.
I'd like to know Rudy's new Michael Jackson glove is working perfectly. He's very pleased with himself
seems to be.
internally.
Wow. Well, at least we got to test it out, right?
Mm.
Kinda,
Can someone
you
roll the
needed-
dice so I don't have to look at the beard?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Here,
Just the
I'll
beard?
put in. I'll
Okay.
put in the what the spell we're using is. If anyone wants to know.
Oh yeah. I'll
Sure,
put
yeah,
in.
Will that help? Will that help? Hang on.
Can I roll
No, it's
for?
it's perfect now.
It's
covered
perfect
now, it's covered now?
It's perfect
Okay,
now.
alright,
Yeah.
alright.
it's
Hang on.
Can I just roll for feeling the feeling?
Yeah. Sure. Roll.
Natural 20 on
Roll for
feeling
emotions.
everything.
Emotional overload. Nana
Emotional
collapses.
overload.
Panic attack.
Alrighty, well, Nana, the spell has taken hold. We can ask, or I can ask your questions if you seem determined.
Oh yes, I'm very determined now. Does it only remind me, Rudy? Does it only work if you ask them, or?
Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately,
All right.
yes.
I will tell you, and then you can tell her, and hopefully, we'll get some information. I would like to ask what first and foremost what they were doing in the mine, what she and Olin and potentially more, but just what they were doing in there. It didn't seem like a very nice place to be.
Rudy explains the question word for word.
And the mouth opens. Some air leaks out, and you hear a voice, Tej. We were just getting to work. We had arrived in the city quite late, but we were all feeling pretty good still. Most of us signed up for the night shift to make sure we could then rest the day after.
Oh, all right.
So
well,
it
they were
appears because we knew they were part of the group were coming to Bura, so it must have been the people that were coming back to Bura worked in the mine.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. All right. And sort of Nana just sort of nods and goes, could you ask her who did this to you, please? I really like to know. I have my suspicions, of course, but I'd like to know for sure.
Yeah. Rudy asks, who did this to you? Who turned you into this thing?
I'm not sure. They were wearing a mask. A beaked mask of some kind.
Like Doctor.
Yeah, was that other person. What was his name? He had a very plain
Martin!
name. Martin! That's it.
Martin!
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 Such a plain name.
Martin, I'm coming for your
It's so
kneecap.
good though.
Oh my
Oh
god.
dear. Okay, so alright, so Martin's clearly the one then who can we can assume both of them can make undead, but Martin was the one who turned these people.
Alright. Cool. The third question then I would like to ask, Could you ask Tej if she and Olin have family that they want notified? I would very much like to help them out in this respect.
Rudy momentarily in his head questions whether we should, you know, insinuate to the dead that they are in fact dead, but then waves it off and goes, yeah, and asks the question. Yes, Rudy asked the question.
Well, you met my entire family, really, while we were traveling. I do believe that Pesty and Sin were still in the city. They did not sign up to work.
Fuck, I'm gonna find them.
Oh, we have that one. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That was one of my questions was, are the twins okay? Okay. And then I guess Netta's final question was, and if you think, Rudy, that maybe we should ask if anyone else was traveling there besides those two. I know she mentioned they were working in a group, but I'm not sure who else was there. We didn't see anyone else. It was just these two.
So out of their group, who else was in the mine with them?
Yeah, I guess, unless we've got one more as well. So I don't have a question for the last.
Oh, you don't have a final? Well, Gerald normally has some form of question.
I figured
about something or another.
Yeah, we would.
I'm pretty sure I'm not there for this, though, right?
You're like off still.
Oh, yeah,
I'm still working.
But you're in the same room.
I'm still working.
You're in the same room.
Okay.
Working your rod.
Yeah. Gerald, it's very distracting casting spells while Gerald's working his rod in the corner. Oh my god. Rudy asks, aside from Tez and Owen. Yeah, Owen. Tej, sorry.
Owen!
There is something wrong with me today. Every second word that comes out of my mouth is wrong. To some respect.
Orange Crush.
Rudy asked the question. Fuck it. I'm not...
We went there as a group. We left our belongings in the workhouse. Pesty stayed behind with Sin. She was injured on the way.
There's another twin. Where's the other twin? Oh, yeah. That was only one twin. Oh my god. Oh, Josie, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this, Josie? Josie, why are you doing this?
The smile.
Josie,
the covering of the smile. The thing is, this only hurts Cuddly. Like, the rest of us just...
She killed the twin! He killed the twin! She killed the twin!
Damn, like Harry Potter, aren't you? Still off
God damn, she killed another... Oh my god, I don't even remember the other Sin and Sen. Oh my god, Sen's dead. Sen's dead. Or undead. Sen's... Oh my god. Sen's... Oh no, where's Sen?
Maybe we can let them talk to each other for the one last time.
You want to ask where Sen is?
Oh my god, I don't know. Does anyone else have any better ideas? Because I don't know.
Arthur goes up to Rudy and asks, say, what about see if the twin wants to talk to the twin?
Well,
Tej isn't one of the twins.
Tej isn't one of the twins.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, nah.
Although
it is a very kind thought to have there, Arthur. I'm very moved by your
I completely forgot Pesty was the people and not the little one, and now I am upsetty spaghetti.
Pesty was like the de facto tribesman, like the head.
Yeah, like the head. Yeah. Oh no. Oh shit. Sen went with the rest of them, didn't? Oh no. We gotta go get Sen. Oh no.
So do you want me to ask if Sen was in the mines, part of the group in the mine?
They said Sin stayed behind, so Sen must have been in the mines.
I mean, we've got a question.
Yeah. However you want to phrase that, I think we need to solidify that.
Okay.
Or we can find out where the group was staying instead of trying to search the city.
That's also.
Oh, actually,
we can ask them.
Yeah,
that's actually. Arthur, another great idea. Holy crap!
Arthur, wow.
Can we go a hat trick on this one? So Rudy goes, so where exactly is Pesty staying in the city?
He wanted to call for someone to take a look at Sin. I do believe he was headed towards the Hearty Holmes Hostel and General Goods.
Right, there you go. Nana, write that down.
Thank you, Rudy.
And then with a smile, a content smile, the last bit of air comes out. Look, Rogu, once okay, twice. Oh, I might have to increase the crafting DC for your rod.
Well,
Look, you can't see my amazing face on the thing, so you just get the occasional update how things are going.
But yeah, the spell ends, and if you're gonna send memes, do it in another Discord.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
That's
But yeah,
the
the
look
spell,
Gerald has when he's finished with his rod.
That's it's a POV from Gerald's rod.
I'm feeling half the feelings. My initiative was 10, so
Okay,
I'm only
all right.
feeling half the feelings.
But yeah,
Okay.
the body, after releasing the last bit of air, the body slumps to the side.
Alrighty.
And
What time
Nana
of day?
props her back up
Well,
with a little pillow.
It's evening.
It's
It is evening. You've already all had dinner. You've all eaten.
Would Rudy know if the morgue is still open at this time, or probably closed up? Hey.
It would be. It has like open hours, but also it seemed like the person lived nearby. There's like there's also like a drop-in thing where you could just go there, knock, and say like, "Hey, got somebody."
Drop off. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Nana. I've been working with the gentleman down at the morgue, and I feel confident that we could take this one over so they could at least be prepared for burial correctly.
Take this one.
Rudy, I do agree with you there. I feel a proper burial should be in place.
Because I'm not sure about you guys, but I certainly don't want to sleep with more than one dead head in this room.
No, I think we should absolutely do that. I would maybe afterwards I might see if I can find this Haughty. Oh, I might have written this down wrong. Haughty Holmes Hostel and General Goods.
That did sound like what Tash said.
That sounds like
yeah,
it. I might have spelled it wrong, but I'm sure we're good.
Okay, so maybe if Nana, you pop the body back into the bag of holding because Rudy can't, take that up the stairs.
That makes sense. Yes, I will. She did it once. She loves this bag. She just thought it was fantastic. So I think she must have a great time. She's kind of rambling again. Riding in the bag,
Goose, it's safe to come out now. Can you look after Gerald? We're going out. Arthur, do you want to go for a walkie?
What?
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Okay.
With you, Rudy.
Go for a walkie. Goose, can you babysit? And she just hands Goose plants.
Yeah. Goose was in the bathroom with the plants already.
Yeah, that's right. He was already babysitting.
We don't even wait for Goose's answer. We just leave with the body.
Thanks, Goose.
Thanks, Goose.
Meanwhile,
You're welcome.
I kind of imagine Gerald sort of like it's not until you've actually all left the room, closed the door, and then a minute and a half after that, he's like, "Oh, see you later." Sort of waves over his shoulder to no one.
Yes, nailed it.
What we don't see is the plant raises a tendril and waves back at Gerald, but Gerald doesn't see.
Oh my god, it would too. Amazing.
But yeah, you easy enough with the body of Tej in the bag of holding. You head towards the cemetery. Takes a while to get there. You knock on the door. After a moment, opens. It is the proprietor of the cemetery, the warden, the caretaker. Says, Rudy, good morning. What time is it? I just fell asleep, I think.
Oh, I do apologize. I wouldn't disturb your rest if it wasn't important. I know you got an intense day tomorrow, but it's gonna sound a little weird, but my companions.
We found a friend
Nana.
in the mines, and she wasn't alive anymore, and I needed to bring her somewhere where you could look after her, you know? And so I needed to use, well, my bag, because I can't carry that much, you know, I'm only old. Uses the old lady.
But they were part of the expedition to clear the mines, and they unfortunately met someone that they knew, so they wanted to ask some questions. I did my craft. Long story short, we just need to get into the morgue so I can just at least store the body. We can't store the body in an inn. That would be ridiculous.
No,
having
sure.
limbs and decapitated heads in an inn. Ah, what would an owner say about that? Oh yeah, no, definitely not.
This is a moment of like blank staring.
Rudy's
Well,
just
I trust you, Rudy. I trust you. Here, I'll just unlock, and you know how it works. Just please, just knock on my door. Let me know when you're done, and I'll lock it back up.
Absolutely. Thank you so
walks
much.
over, opens the door, lets you in.
Before he runs off, I go, oh, when will the burial take place?
Well, it depends. Usually I do it right away, really.
Okay, so it would be tomorrow, would be the case.
Arthur,
I mean, if you want, you could do it right now. There's
I sort of look over at Rudy, and I'm like, Rudy, like, mate,
this is kind of...
Arthur wants to sort of needs this closure. He hasn't said very much about it, but he needs the closure.
Arthur, Rudy would explain this as we sort of take the body in. It's like, we're in the city. It's kind of like you can't really wait to contact family members. It just kind of has to move. It's just got to move on. So we can do it now if you want. I mean, I'm not going to get a wink of sleep if we do. But I'm happy to do everything now if you need to. Just know I'll be useless to you tomorrow.
No, it's all right. Perhaps we should. Do you want me to go find the family? They may want, they may want to come tomorrow.
Arthur just wants to be here for the burial. That's all.
Well, it's not really glamorous. There's a mass plot out the back. It's a city.
I just need to know.
All right. So when we get in there, Rudy would know where like the bot, like where the money is normally sitting, like the takings and everything like that. Rudy slips a gold coin in there. Just because.
Arthur sees this, and he thinks it's common practice, so he does it as well.
Netta loves giving gold away, let's be real.
Netta puts 2 in there.
Oh god,
no. Never.
Alrighty.
Oh, what am I even doing? I can't even remember.
Rudy wasn't intending to prepare a body. He was honestly just going to put the body where it would be prepared later. But okay, well, I guess we're doing the whole shebang now, aren't we?
No, I think we are waiting, aren't we?
Okay.
Because we're going to the... Oh my god, I can't even do anything.
As long as Arthur's there for the burial, he doesn't care if it happens tonight or tomorrow.
Let's do it this way. Arthur, Nana, you go find... I mean, if you want to go, it is literally 2 in the morning. If you want to go find Pesty now... And try to find everyone now, go for it. Or we can do it first thing in the morning, and...
I'm going to find them now, but I think maybe you should rest, Rudy. I think you've had a very long day.
If we're doing this now, we've got to prepare the body now.
Don't make decisions! Okay, Nana's going.
Arthur, Nana, you go find Pesty. Let Rudy deal with this.
And Arthur actually takes off with a haste, like he's running. Not running, jogging.
You don't know where you're going, though.
We don't know where we're going, actually.
We have no clue.
Yeah, but he's done like the jog down the street, jogs back to Nana. He's that sort of... Nana, come on, let's go.
There'd be guards wandering around, nighttime guards,
surely. Surely. We would like to find one of those guards. Not the one that's like
easy enough. Any like the bigger streets have guards patrolling them, and especially in like the intersections, there are definitely one or two, and some of them are giants, some are not, but they all seem to be wearing again this bleached vest that you saw when you went through customs.
Bleached. All right. It's a choice. It's a fashion choice. Let's be real. Yeah. Nana will hail down literally the first one she sees, probably wherever that is.
And it's a giant, and asking for where the Hardy Homes is, you get pointed in. It would be a southeastern direction.
Okay.
And you're given instructions. Head down the main thoroughfare towards the south gate, and then a few blocks down, you should be able to see it. It's on the left.
Okay. Cool. We will go those directions. Yes, and I love that it was a giant because Nana's so little.
Yeah, and when you arrive, you see a 2-story building. It's fairly wide, and it's not as it looks not run down, but it looks like it's seen some time. Definitely, it's made out of stone, wood, ice. And stepping inside, there's definitely it's livelier than the Bramblefrost Inn. There's a lot more. There seems to be like more of a bar, not as much like restaurant area. It's more of like mingle area near a bar. There's the kitchen. There's just people walking around and talking. It's a lot more hostile.
Oh.
And you, it's a hostel.
Oh, a hostel. No, I thought you were like HOSTILE, and I was like, oh, do we need like daggers or some shit? But no.
No.
I gotcha. Okay, yeah, cool.
And so there's like a lot of people, varying ancestries, all walking around, talking. And you see what looks to be some sort of clerk, someone standing behind what looks to be a counter at the side of the bar, who's talking to a few people. Very, very laid back, human, short hair, kind of on the brownish red color. And then they walk off and start just hanging out, and there's a stair to the right leads upwards, and there's a corridor that leads away down inside the building. And as you all step in, he makes eye contact and gives you all a nod and smile.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. In that case, Nana will go over to the clerk and sort of just, if he's in a conversation, hang back, like, be polite.
He's essentially just finished a conversation, and then he pretty much showed you that, like, I've seen you. Hey, I'm available. You all stepped in.
Right on in. We will go straight into a conversation. And Nana, I'm assuming Arthur will come too, and Nana will go right up to the clerk and say, well, hello, my name is Melavora, and this is Arthur, and we're traveling companions, you see, and we need to find if there's anyone by the name of Pesty and Sin staying here. We just need to speak to them if we could. I know it's very late.
Yeah, no worries at all. No, I actually think I saw Pesty come by. He asked for a pitcher of water, like, maybe just a handful of minutes ago. You know what? Let me run back and check, and, just, like, a minute, and I'll be right back.
Oh,
and,
puts, thank you.
And just walks back through the corridor that leads down into the back end of the building. And comes back and says, yeah, Pesty's right down there, room 103. Just knock on the door. As said, there was no issue.
Oh, perfect. Thank you very much. And they go to the room. Well, I go to the room. You come to the room?
Yeah, you see it's like scorched almost into the door is the numbers 103. Like like burn mark. Like it could have been written with coal, or it could have been done with like a hot stick or a stone.
Arthur wants to count the rooms, so 100, 101, 102. Nana.
There is no 100.
Yes. I love that.
Starts at 101.
I hope you counted a 100 anyway, just because you've been drinking for the last couple days.
Well, that was the storage room, obviously.
I love it.
But yeah, easy enough. It's the second door on the right.
All right, and just a little polite.
And just like moments, as if standing ready at the door opens, and you see tall, gangly, wearing now like what looks to be like a very thin undershirt, and just like very, very rudimentary trousers that look to be made of some sort of linen, and just says, "Oh, I didn't know if it was a prank, but it's really you all. Wow. Step on in. Let's not talk in the hallway. How are you all doing? You made it safely to the city."
Oh, yes, Pesty, and we're very, very glad to see you, but unfortunately our party has some, well, quite unfortunate news, and we wanted to come tell you right away, so you just know, if that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
So Arthur and I here were tasked with...
Pesty leads you into the room, and you see on there's like 2 beds with a little nightstand in between them, and then there's 2 more beds opposite them. And in one of the beds, you see Sin, like fast asleep, just breathing heavily, with a wet cloth on her forehead.
Arthur's gonna go sit next to Sin.
And I bet we don't see fucking Sin, do we? It's fine.
There's no one else in the room. And you sit down, and there's a moment when Sin just quickens to and opens her eyes. Arthur.
Hi.
Is that you?
It is. You remember me?
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I'm just a bit tired.
Tired? I understand that. Can I hold your hand?
Sure. And it's like out of the it looks like Pesty has taken like the covers from the 2 empty beds and put on Sin.
Yeah, right.
And this one small hand comes up over the covers, and as you take it, it's warm, but it's clammy with sweat.
Arthur's gonna sort of lean in to like kiss it, but not quite, and say Samantha with my ring.
And there's this wave, and you can see all just reaching the hand out. Sin has already fallen back asleep, exhausted. And there's like the breathing gets a little bit calmer, but there's definitely still sweat on her brow. Her hair looks wet. She's warm, face flushed. And Pesty looks over, sees this, and then turns to Nana. Yeah, pushing through. Most of us didn't really have any trouble, but it seemed that well, Sin doesn't quite have the constitution to pull all-nighters in the snow.
Is there anything we can do, Pesty? We're more than happy to.
Well, according to the doctor, it's really just time and care. There's very little we can actually do. That it just needs to run its course.
Oh, okay. I see. Well, don't hesitate.
Yeah, it looks similar. It looks very similar to what happened to Goose.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, well, since Sin is asleep, Nana might kind of take Pesty away a little bit so we don't wake her up again. And go, now Pesty, I know when you reached Bora, it sounds like some of your companions went to work in the mines. And you may
And
have heard
he
of...
gets a dark look over his face. The eyes just stare at his feet as soon as you mention.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. I love delivering bad news. It's like literally my favorite thing in the world.
Arthur's pouring some hot cocoa.
Nana, I think I know what you're getting at. We had someone come by a few days ago, and mention that the shift that everyone took part in was apparently something happened in the mines. They said something about a curse. There was something, and they wouldn't tell us the details. Just that we should consider everyone gone.
I think that is for the best, but I am...
I haven't told Sin yet. I think I'm afraid what it would do to her in the current condition.
Arthur pulls the hot cocoa with the marshmallow over to him and says that is a very, very smart idea.
We need a marshmallow.
He grabs and he just starts like fidgeting with the mug. It doesn't make any effort to drink it currently. It's just like holding it. Yeah, it's
also pass one to Nana.
What?
Giving you hot cocoa.
Oh, thank you.
They wouldn't tell us any of the details. It was just something bad happened. Something apparently, just all they said that something happened. They were doing an investigation. Everyone who was working at the time apparently had some sort of curse put upon them, and they might as well be considered dead.
Yes, and I'm not sure it would be good to tell you some of the details, but I do want you to know that we did see Tej and Olin, and they are now at peace, and we wanted to let you know that. Okay? And we recovered Tej's body.
His eyes start swelling a little bit. They start glossing over, and he makes a stern face, takes a sip of the cocoa, and does the whole like goes to take a big swig and immediately just go, ow. We've been compensated by the city. We're thinking about heading north. There's apparently a boat leaving in 2 days. We've made sure we'll be on it. I think we'll head north. I don't really want to stay down here anymore. We're using the money to go north, and I'm going to see if I can, and he looks over towards Sin. She always said she wanted to study magic. She said she could do it. She was convinced. I'm hoping the money that we got is enough to get us to the capital and maybe enroll her in the college.
I hope
Arthur sort of looks over at Nana and go, maybe we can get Gerald and Rudy to come and just do a bit of show magic, just to lift her spirits a little bit. That would maybe make her a little bit happy.
Maybe later. I'm just hoping that she'll be good enough to travel in 2 days.
Well, come and find us before you leave, please. We want to say goodbye before you guys go.
See, where are y'all staying?
We're all on the same boat.
The Bramblefrost Inn. Okay, notes.
Oh, okay.
I know.
I'll make sure to try and come by. Also, Aussie, you have to go crow crow. It's the metagame.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
I just want that awkward. One that awkward, see it, walk in the same direction, and be like,
Oh my god. I can't.
Eventually, Pesty sits down on what looks to be his bed. It's like, it's a mess. and he just sits there, and yeah, I just, couldn't say I expected this. Even in my wildest dreams. Do you know why the tribes migrate to the city when the freeze comes?
No, what?
For safety. For shelter. To hide and flee from the predators that come out when the snow is heavy. We even spend all of our savings hiring a guide in advance. I don't know how to feel. I'm relieved that I'm still alive, and I'm exhausted. I am scared. Everyone I know is gone, apparently.
Arthur wipes sort of his face, claiming it's dust, and goes over and just sits next to him and puts his arm around him. Sort of having the sniffles himself.
Yeah. And he sips on the cocoa slowly. I just don't know how to... What do I do from here?
Survive.
But how? Why?
One step at a time.
I didn't even know what my role was until my mother passed away, and all of a sudden everyone was looking to me, and all I did was just keep doing what we've always done. And now I can't do that. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do anything.
And that's all right, because you're going to learn.
Let me tell you something. I know the feeling of losing someone close, and the fact that you've lost multiple people close will never measure up to what I've felt. But one thing I've learned is it will be difficult, and it will be difficult for a while. In fact, it will be difficult for a long time. But as long as you keep looking forward, keep looking out for the ones that are around you now, you will be proud of yourself as you keep walking forward. I won't tell you it's going to be easy, but you can do it.
He just sips on the cocoa. And he eventually finishes it, and he just hands you the cup back and says, I'll come find you before we leave.
I sort of give him a hug. We'll let you rest.
He hugs back. It's a short but tight hug that he gives you. And when he backs off, there's definitely like he very quickly just like brushes a tear away.
Arthur does the same.
And he takes a deep breath, exhales. Thank you.
No problem. Arthur walks towards the door.
Nana goes over and pets. Oh no, Sin on the head. Which one?
And as you go over to Sin, there's this moment when you're coming around the bed towards where you can see she turns around. She turns her back towards all of you.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
She's
listening.
She's awake. She's awake.
Cool. That's our next supervillain in like.
And as you walk up to give give her a little kiss on the head. She just whimpers a very, very quiet thank you.
So I can't actually do anything with my currency right now, but I would like to stash 50 gold somewhere in this room where they're gonna find it, so that she can go to.
Yeah, I'd say Pesty is pretty much walking Arthur towards the door right now, so you have an opportunity if you just want.
Like if I just
to leave like a little.
I don't want to. Oops, I'm shoving my desk. I don't want to.
50 gold is still a lot.
Yeah, no, I figure, but I've got like a lot, so it'll be fine,
yeah,
right?
but you could definitely do it.
Somewhere, maybe on the night. I don't know, somewhere. I was gonna say under the pillow, but that sounds really uncomfortable. So I think maybe just like on the nightstand, like just behind the pitcher of water or something. Yeah. I will take it out of my thing. It's just not letting me at the moment. It's like, it's saying error. It's fine. Anyway, minus 50 gold.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Just write
it's
it down. We'll fix it in post.
We'll fix it. We'll fix it in post. Yes.
We'll really quickly hop over to Rudy. The body is beaten, broken. There's you clean off what you can. You with a little, there's a little kit available. You repair what you can of the clothing, hiding some of the injuries, the damages. Luckily, most of the head seems intact, untouched.
Oh, that's always nice.
You do find one spot on the back of the neck where there's like a puncture mark with boils around it.
That is...
Everything else seems to be damage from scraping, from impact. But this...
This is recognizable, I think, ever so slightly.
Did she get pegged?
Rudy will use detect magic on the puncture wound. Something he is...
I'd say you get it. You get a faint, like the faintest residue of necromancy magic.
Ah, okay. So it's definitely magic and not a poison or anything like that. Okay, that's good to know. Interesting. Not really sure what to do with that information. He'll file it away in the files that he calls his mind, and hopefully not forget.
Oh, I've got you.
But he doesn't, I do not go to heal that wound. No, I do not repair that wound or heal it in any way, shape, or form. Yeah.
I just imagine now that Cuddly's taking angry notes.
Oh.
angry scribbling intensifies. Oh, dear.
Martin Pex? Question mark?
Actually, I suppose you could do a medicine check on the wound to see what sort of weapon possibly made the wound. Maybe?
If it's a
you can try.
null.
Make a medicine check. Yeah, make a medicine check.
Oh, fuck me. How'd I roll a 4? Okay, yeah, nah. Rudy has no fucking idea.
It's small.
Yeah.
It's too small to be a spear edge or a rapier, but it's too big to be like a needle.
Yeah.
It's a bit, you can't like pinpoint exactly what it is. It's a thin, not too deep. Examining it, you realize it's maybe a bit over an inch, like 3-4 centimeters deep. It's still deep, but it's not like...
It's pretty deep.
Yeah. So it'd be safe to say
like,
that it's not a weapon wound. It's definitely some form of magical implement or magic itself would have...
Does that lady have a tail?
Made the wound. Alright.
I'm gonna fucking cut it up and eat it for breakfast.
Well, no, we know they saw Martin. Martin did it, not the lady. Martin was the one they saw.
Maybe he has a tail too, Ozzy. You don't know. We didn't see his butt.
He does have a plague, Dr. Mars, so maybe he does peck.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be right.
Well, that's what I was thinking initially. I will.
Right. Rudy files that away for later. Yes. But he's also just waiting.
The night.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
No one ever comes
back.
back.
We're on our way back. Yeah.
It's about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, when Arthur and Nana returns, and you've done what you can, rudimentary. You're getting tired. You've in some cases more than fixing. You've what's it called? Hid blemishes, injuries, underclothing, and you've done what you can with what you've got. And when the two of you return, you see, you enter again, and you find Rudy washing his hands, and you see Tej on this large wooden stone table.
That's like Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe all over again.
Yeah,
all
right. Look, everything's
she looks pale. She's clearly dead, but she looks at peace. She looks a little bit well dressed, and the only real remnants of wounds or injuries you can see are on the hands. Anything else has been covered up. You see, it looks like Rudy has put on changed her shirt to something with the whole full sleeves, and put the hands next to the body, just lying there.
Nana goes and pats Rudy's hand, and you've done wonderfully. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nana. It's as I said the other night, it's not often I get back to my past and my roots, so to speak. I might just direct your attention. I just fucking washed my hands. Anyway, I might direct my attention to and very carefully, Rudy does roll the neck to show the wound to Arthur and Nana.
Is it there, right in the back?
It's like that piece of muscle that connects neck and shoulder.
Oh, like in here, not Matrix style, but over on the side.
No.
Gotcha.
Rudy, that looks quite infectious.
Yes, I definitely wouldn't engage with it if I was you. I, of course, am protected because, after a bit of investigation, this is a religious sort of godly ability, very much a ability that would essentially. You know how we've been fighting a lot of these undead, or what we're calling undead, not dead, might be dead but aren't dead. You know that whole
not quite alive, not quite dead.
That thing. Yeah. There are remnants of what I believe is the same sort of abilities or magic that creates those and interacts with them around this wound here.
Is it some sort of growth though? Does it?
No, this has definitely been created by some magical means. All I can tell, and I haven't had a good time. I'm very tired, so my brain isn't working up to scruff. But it wasn't made by a weapon that I know.
Oh, interesting.
Well, obviously, Rudy, you know what you're doing when it comes to the dead. But would we not sort of want to try and burn that off before we bury, just in case, if you said sort of a mass burial pit, I don't want it going to another deceased, and it becomes a bit of a problem.
From the detect magic, you would realize this is residue. The power is no longer there. It's just a lingering wisp.
Yeah,
don't worry, Arthur. The effect is gone.
Arthur, it's more of it's like when you burn your morning breakfast, right? And you can eat the breakfast, you can get rid of the remain. Oh, sorry, Nana, this is probably not very nice to hear. But you can
their breakfast, Rudy.
I know who burns the breakfast.
Oh my god!
You clean up the mess, you wash the pans, but you can still smell residue in your honkin' snots here.
Yep.
That's what I sense here. That's what I can sense here. The residue of the ability that was used. I'm also a little afraid to interact with the wound, though. It's just might be. Just in my tired state at the moment, I don't feel comfortable attempting to repair this wound, especially on a body that is already at rest.
I think you've done wonderfully, Rudy. You're very tired. Can I roll for something? I want to know more about this shit.
Sure, you could roll a medicine check.
Watch Nana get a natural 20 and oh, so you're trained in it. Okay, I didn't know you were trained in it.
But
That
I'm not as trained. I don't know if I would
It's different.
know.
I'd say you have different approaches.
Okay.
I'd say it's like the difference, like, olden times, the difference between Western and Eastern medicine. Nanas would be like natural remedies and stuff like that. Whereas Rudy's is more like medical, like
triage
and I would say Nana would realize that the puncture is at a slight bend. You would think that this might come from a stinger.
Oh,
There's a tail.
Fuck! Murder hornets.
Oh no!
It's May 2020 all over again. Okay.
It could be a stinger or a fang. It's like it doesn't go straight. It's like a slight curve, the puncture itself.
Well, Nana, that would make absolute sense when I clearly didn't believe it came from a weapon of any type. Wait, does that mean there's an animal that can create undead?
Or maybe a people.
Nana, I'm human. I don't have a stinger or fang or tail or anything to do something like this.
Oh, what about and she just goes like this, and she's very tired at this point.
I think this is something we definitely should tell Gerald about.
Gerald's busy with his rod. Leave him.
Yeah, I know he's working quite hard on his rod. Very much.
He's obsessed with it. It's frankly disturbing.
Yeah, I know, but this might just sort of bring it out of him for a second to realize not the world revolves around his rod. You see,
he does need a reminder. This is true. So, in any case, are we burying the body now?
Arthur says yes, but he goes over, places his hand on her.
Weren't you meant to bring Pesty and Sin back? Weren't they meant to? It wasn't the whole point of you.
Sin isn't very well at the moment, and Pesty, I don't think wanted to attend, but we will see them in several days, hopefully, to see them off. They're heading north as well.
Oh, we might be on the same boat together.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing. There's really not that many boats that come around here, but then I was like, oh no, maybe it's weird. But anyway.
Arthur would like to do a prayer in Elvish, just on touching her heart.
Some of us know Elvish. Let me pull out my Elvish prayer too.
All right then. But pretty much translates to "You are one at peace. Go forth and be with your loved ones." And he sort of goes, "Amen" in common.
I want you to say it in Elvish too.
Does Rudy hear the amen and get very confused because it's...
all the thus and sus and
Orb has a hard enough time speaking English, so getting him to speak Elvish is probably not ideal.
You spend some time. You do what you can to find a place where you can inter the body. It's not like a full graveyard. There's not like every little plot has a headstone. But there seems to be some lots prepared. They have a layer of snow in them. And there seems to be inside the morgue, there are what looks to be plaques, like empty wooden signs, and the equipment for making a sign, if one would wish to.
Arthur's gonna try, but in his mind, he would probably take it to Goose first, but yeah, he's gonna try.
It's not... It's not really too hard. It's like some very rudimentary carving tool where you could just write the name on like a wooden board.
Arthur writes the name.
Yeah.
And writes forever in our hearts on the bottom.
But yeah. Right name, you find a small plot.
Rudy, before we obviously lower the body, do you have any sort of final words? Being the religious one of us all,
Yes, yeah. And now Rudy's internally having a bit of a panic attack because he realizes how can he say a prayer to Ugathoa without, kind of stepping on the fact that she was made undead using the same magic. This is bead of sweat appears. Yes, Arthur, I already, I will, yes, I will, absolutely, but it'll be, I'll say a silent one, because the one you uttered out loud was so beautiful. I do not wish to you know, ruin the atmosphere with my own, you know me, I don't speak well when I'm tired, yeah.
Just give me a nod when to say amen.
What is this amen you keep referring to, Arthur? What? I don't understand.
Ramen? Did you say ramen?
Ramen?
I like to pray to that.
Hang on, what?
It was something my father done when he lost his wife. I
see. Just bear with me for 2 seconds, Arthur. Trini Panda, thank you so much for the Prime sub, buddy. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Thank you.
We have a raid.
I think so.
Nah, I'm all good, guys. Yeah, so Rudy does say a silent prayer, but he does not refer to any god or goddess during
screw him. We don't need him.
I'll take you for breakfast, Ugathoa.
Actually, no, sorry. No, when he does say silent, he requests that Ugathoa accept this one with no further complications.
Complication. You won't call this a complication. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I have something to say to Ugathoa too, actually. But we're on stream right now, so I'm gonna wait. But if she wants to meet me outside later, that would be great.
Catch me outside.
Catch me outside.
Look, Rudy's in a very complicated situation at the moment, and Darcy doesn't have the words to figure out how to get around it, okay? Let me figure it out.
And you take the time, you say your words, your prayers, you inter the body to the ground, you leave the marker.
It's putting a cookie in. Nana's putting a cookie in.
Puts a cookie in. And unless there's anything else you want to do, you may.
This is just ice and like no plants.
No, there's actual ground. There's actual ground.
There's actual ground here. It's like.
This is soil.
Are there like little
but
grasses?
There's just a layer. There's no. It's like very coarse grass and more like tufts here and there.
Like
you got like frozen soil. There's trees. Some trees nearby.
Oh,
there's a layer of snow over everything though.
I'm reading. Can plant growth grow a plant that's not there?
I think we established last time that it's more like you make already existing plants grow faster. So if there are dormant seeds in the ground or roots, you could force them to sprout.
Let's do it. This could be disastrous, by the way, but I would like to, in hopes if there's a flower.
If you want to cast plant growth,
rabbits.
Yeah. As you sit down, put your hands to the ground. All normal plants within 100-foot radius.
The whole burial plot.
As you sit down. No, we'll flavor this will work. As you sit down to the ground, you put your hand into the soil, the grave dirt that you just put over Tej's body. Almost immediately around your hand, small, coarse blades of grass start popping out. And what looks to be thick stems of rough flowers. They are pale purple. They have some bell shape to them. They start sprouting around the grave. And then you realize that they start popping up all over the cemetery. And within a few moments, through the snow, these pale, almost pastel purple flowers have popped up everywhere. And it's just flowing in the wind.
Aww. This is beautiful.
That's lovely.
Except Nana's eyes have glazed over and she doesn't appear to be here anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I'm here. I'm
oh, you're
here.
here. Oh.
Just a camp.
Okay. Yes.
And I'll say,
Not
as
me
you
crying on
all
stream.
go,
Oh, I'm sorry, Cuddly.
as you all go to leave, Rudy, you feel eyes upon you from the grave. And as you turn around, you see, it's hard to tell, is the snow picking up pace? Is it just like a marker that's standing tall? But you see what looks to be a humanoid shape, long hair, maybe, wisping in the wind. And you see just this shape standing, kneeling down towards the grave, and you hear a voice in your head. You haven't heard this voice before. This one's new.
Oh.
This one's old. And it just says, "You walk a fine line. Tread carefully."
The music was so good right then.
Ooh,
So fucking good.
dramatic.
And with that, I believe we're gonna go on our break.
Fuck! Can't take the
Heck and
pressure.
heck.
Shit.
We're gonna refresh all the drinks, go to the bathroom, those of you need to. I need to. If
Alright.
anyone in chat has any questions about the game so far, feel free to pop them. We'll discuss. I'll be back. Just
I
a
need
little
another drink. Be back in a second.
Drink.
I've just been sitting
I'll
here.
be back to you guys.
Alright, goodbye. Yeah, I guess it's just me, the disembodied voice now. How you all doing? If you want to ask me anything, feel free to drop it in Josie's chat, because that's where I'm hanging out tonight. So many feels. It is intense. I agree.
Okay, sorry about that. Sorry, my chat. I needed more booze because otherwise, how am I going to figure myself out?
I'm doing all right, Dice Queen. I'm enjoying myself up in Queensland. It's a good time.
Oh, dear.
But
Okay.
I've just been like, so far, just like twiddling my thumbs tonight.
So if there's anyone in chat who wants a quick catch up on what's going on, first and foremost, welcome everybody. Welcome on in. You are joining the Cold Down Under D&D campaign. Whereas we're actually at the end of what's been a very long running, like it's almost been half a year sort of storyline, and we're kind of wrapping up a few loose ends right now, which is totally fine because what better chance to get to know some of the characters in a bit of role play and a bit of discussion. I'm playing Rudy Magicans McGee, and I'm a cleric who unfortunately finds themselves in the unique situation where he actually, his patron or the deity that his powers come through the same deity that is actually causing undead to spring up over the land and essentially attack the party as well. So what Josie's referring to by "you walk a fine line" is that my character's trying to figure out a way to explain to his party members that he technically is not working for, but kind of like gaining his abilities from this deity, yet not, you know, losing his power, if that makes sense. So it's a very fine line, very tricky thing. But yeah, we're about to move on to like a new sort of storyline, new arc, so to speak. But yeah, we're as I said, just sort of settle in. We can sort of catch up and redo and go over more storylines and stuff like that in the Discords and whatnot. Maybe in the next coming days. There might be a recap sort of thing. We might do like a recap reading or something like that of the story so far. But I'll sort that out. Anyway, I'll let you guys hear the other guys now as well.
There you go. Got official approval.
I was just explaining to my guys why I yelled out "fuck" really loudly. That's all.
Oh, why?
you don't do that often?
Yeah, we want to know.
I guess,
want to know.
Do you need to explain?
AussieDevFro is very confused. Doesn't care.
Like role playing though, Arthur's sort of keen to skip for the next few days. Like,
yeah, we'll do some quick. Yeah, we just need to get past this. We're gonna skip the next 2 days. Gerald is gonna get to roll for his rod. Do the rod roll.
Will I get my item of whatever I need on the last day?
What item?
I think you already
the gilded acorn.
Yeah,
Did I?
no, we already got that.
You already got it.
Yeah, you already got it. Yeah.
Some reasons I didn't think I did, but awesome, sweet.
No, I said you don't have to add it to your inventory or anything.
Actually, sorry, give me 2 more seconds, guys.
Oh, I'm giving you 2 more seconds. Cuddly, are you okay? Did you run away somewhere? I just hope Cuddly's okay.
The creature resembles an animal of your choice that is native to the chosen environment, which determines certain traits in a stat block. The creature disappears when it drops to 0. So what can I cast then, really?
What are you talking about, Orb?
Is this for your summon?
Yeah. It says you call forth a bestial spirit. It manifests to an occupied space. It's in range. This corporeal form uses the bestial spirit stat block. When you cast the spell, choose an environment, air, land, or water. The creature resembles an animal of your choice, native to the chosen area or the chosen environment, which determines certain traits in its stat blocks. The creature disappears. So I'm just trying to, like, in my head, what is my limitations of?
Does it say that? Because usually it's limited by challenge rating. So.
The creature...
No, it comes in we. Yeah, it's a weird spell. Orb, you and I, we can have a talk off stream about it.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Sorry,
what's the actual spell? Is it Beast Companion or something?
Summon Beast.
It's Summon Beast. It's from Precious.
Second level conjuring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new one.
Okay.
Are you
Back in
okay,
the
Cuddly?
They have a copy.
I'm good, but I'm back. I actually just had to wait to use the bathroom because someone was in the shower. So
Wow.
Damn it,
there was a line.
Why
There was a
why
line.
was your cat taking up an entire shower for herself?
Right?
What the heck? Oh my god.
Yeah, my cat needs to learn to share.
My wife needs to learn to wait, like you. She just goes in.
That is a fine line, my friend. You do not ask the wife to do anything of the sort. from one married man to another.
We have 2 toilets.
I don't ever ask my wife to do anything.
That's pretty funny, though.
Okay, that's pretty funny. We have 2 toilets.
She just goes to that one because it's the smallest distance from the bed.
Oh my god.
All right. Oh dear.
We're gonna get back into it. Everyone ready?
Yes.
We back.
Well,
yeah. And you return. You relay what the events when you return. Goose and Gerald are both fast asleep. It's like nearing 5 in the morning, 5 6.
Oh, might as well pull it all night.
It's just And when all of you wake back up after this, it's nearing midday. You've got a day and a half left, and we can, if you want, we could just fast forward. You would tell them what happened about the meeting with Pesty, about Sin, about interring the body of Tej.
Yep.
And if you want, Rudy, you're free to
make my roll.
React to said news. You may use to do the roll too.
Gerald,
we'll just
Gerald's reaction will be like,
through.
"Oh, that's terrible. Who are they again?"
Oh Lord,
Oh my
Gerald.
god.
okay.
Oh.
Gerald.
It's okay, guys. He's just distracted. Let's let him finish, and then we can talk to him again, because I'm sure the Gerald we know, if we said there's a man with a giant stinger tail that can create undead, I think Gerald would react appropriately. He's just a little distracted by his rod at the moment. He'll work himself out.
Excuse me, he'll what himself out?
Whatever you just said, Rudy, it sounds terrifying. And I don't really want to think about it right now until I'm done. But I think I'm very close. So whatever horrible nightmare you're wanting.
7 days. Been working that
7 days straight. And then right when he's close, we start talking to him about terrifying things to just break it.
Look, I just need to concentrate on it a little bit more. I don't need talks of terrifying stingers right now. Rudy, please.
Feel free. We'll say, we'll fast forward, it is the morning of the 9th day. This is the day you're supposed to head east to board the Winter's Claw to take you to Trollhat. You'll...
Can I finish the thing? Josie, I just want to finish
you all
the thing.
wake up. You all wake up to find Gerald still feverishly working on his rod. You may roll your final Arcana check.
It's the gift
Are
that keeps on
we
giving.
children?
Gerald, we're going to miss the boat. Hurry up and finish, will you?
I'm trying, Rudy. I'm trying. Look, you looking over my shoulder doesn't help.
Yes, maybe Gerald's shy when he works.
Okay, everyone turn around so Gerald can finish.
Oh no.
Josie, please, what do I need to roll?
Hang on, let me, wait, hang on, I haven't prepared the head for today. I need to go prepare the head, hold on.
Just a tip.
Oh, no,
I will say for Nana and Rudy, you may go through your spells if you want to change anything out.
I actually already did. I've already done, yeah.
Okay. What did you get for your Arcana check?
Oh, it's Arcana I'm rolling? Okay.
Yes.
Oop. Not a great roll, but it's a 15.
15 is a success.
Hooray! Great success!
High five!
Regular success.
Regular success.
So you you finish the rod and you give it a last once over, looking it over, and it just, you finish the final inscription as you've been working feverishly this last through the night. You've slept back and forth. You slept an hour, went back to work an hour. All through the last days, you've just been pushing the limits of sleep while still getting enough sleep. And you finally...
There's like a whole 80s rock montage, I imagine.
Yeah. And at last, you push the Pearl of Power into where the fitting in the Darkwood branch. And there's definite, holding it in your hand, there's a definite surge of power through the entire thing. It seems to have connected.
Yes! Eureka!
And there's for a quick moment, it does look like there's embers inside the fibers of the wooden rod.
Ooh.
And then they die down.
Perfect.
Ooh.
Thank you all for your assistance. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
Yes. And you may add the Rod of the Pact Keeper to your inventory.
Excellent.
Sorry, what was that name again?
Rod of the
It's called the Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Did you hear Peck Keeper? Because I sure
did. And I was about to make a pecker joke, but that's okay. We're all good.
Like, What keeper now?
Excellent. And because it is an item that requires attunement, can I say, because I've been just working on it so long, that I could have attuned in the process?
You feel free to attune.
Excellent.
You've done so well with your French.
I will say 15 was just one short of getting the super special. Do you have inspiration? Do you want to reroll?
Well, I haven't been able to stream for like the past 2 weeks, so I haven't been able to get.
Could any of us give out inspiration to Roju?
If anyone wants to, I'll allow it. If anyone wants to give their inspiration,
I can. I have an extra one up my sleeve. Yeah.
Oh, you would do that for me? Thank you.
I would. Yeah. Here.
Well, Nana, because you'd be helping me with that, like, Pearl of Power right at the top, because I need your fine a little bit of Druidcraft just to wind those little bits of Darkwood around to grasp onto the pearl.
That makes sense. That makes sense to me. Have my inspiration.
Oh, that is way better. That is a 21 on the Arcana.
21.
Oh,
okay,
Nana.
I want you.
Nana.
I want you now.
Nana.
I want you to roll a D2. Yeah. Just in any way. Flip a coin, roll a D4, divide by half, however you want to do it.
Okay, well, I'll just roll a D4 and half it.
Good shit.
Well, that's a 1.
0.5.
You round.
That's a 1.
Yeah, 1.
There's a moment after the embers die down where they then pulse again, even stronger, and you feel this surge of energy just linger.
Ooh.
There might be a beneficial effect the next time you use the feature of the rod.
Ooh. The as in like, well, because technically anytime I cast a spell through it for the benefits of it. Or are you talking about specifically the recouping
when you
spell?
Recharge?
Okay, yes. Yeah, cool.
When you recharge the slot with it.
No problems. Excellent. Thank you so much, Nana. I think, yes, it was just missing that extra touch.
Oh, yes, I could see, right where the tips meet, and that you just have to... It's woodworking, basic woodcraft, yes.
And then you hear a knock on the door.
Oh, sure.
Oh, hello? Who is it?
Arthur answers it.
And it is Pesty. I was just coming by. Is everyone here? Wow. I haven't seen all of you in so long.
Please come in. Come in.
I don't know how much time we have. We're heading towards the boat that I mentioned. It's going to leave pretty soon. I heard we have to get ready. Apparently someone else was coming along on it. I don't know which. But we're just about to leave. Sin is just enough to travel. They've given us some help.
Whoa, Pesty, slow down. You're leaving on a boat today, yes?
Yes, I told Nana and Arthur we're leaving.
Yes. Because
yes.
Where?
Good. So
we're also traveling north today.
Oh, Really?
Yeah, didn't they mention it? Did they not mention that we're all...
Oh, I don't
No.
think we mentioned a date. No.
No. They did not. Wow, that's a wonderful coincidence, really. I'm sure Sin will be thrilled. She's still upstairs. We don't want to be late.
Before we
even though
go
I
upstairs,
guess
before we go up, how is Sin? Like, with everything?
she's okay. She I think she's holding back a lot. We had to talk the morning after you visited, and I don't know, she seems determined. She wants to look forward. Agrees that we should just leave. Let's
Okay.
not look back.
How about physically?
For some time.
Is she okay? Is she recovered from the illness that
No, they actually gave us one of those kicking sleds that Lena had, but a smaller one.
Oh, well,
And
it seems to me like I've got a couple of days
she can
free.
walk.
And I can take care of whatever's nipping her. I can nip whatever in the bud's affecting her. Leave it with me, Pesty. I got this.
Okay, sure. But we're taking off for the boat. Are you coming on the same boat? Are you all ready to leave?
Well,
Look,
Gerald,
it'll
you done with your rod?
take us 2 minutes to pack up.
We are all
Okay,
packed up. We're waiting for Gerald.
Yeah, I was looking at Gerald when I said that.
Oh, everything else is in my backpack. I only have out what I've been using to work on this, and he sort of just like opens the top of the bag, one arm on the end of the table, and just sweeps anything that was left into the bag.
I'm pretty sure that cushion wasn't. Oh, never mind.
Ready to go.
Okay. Wait, have we got all the shampoos and conditioners from the bathroom?
Oh,
Have we
God.
left?
one of the
there's
candlesticks went in there.
I already used them all. Damn it.
There was like a fork that someone had left there from dinner. You just all in the bag.
Oh my God.
You head upstairs and you see in like full winter clothing, packed, like almost like wearing one coat too many, looking stiff as she turns around and sees you all, is Sin, just standing in the lobby.
Hi, Sin.
Just smiles. Still looks flushed, but looks more energetic, more awake, more aware. And says, "Hey, everyone! You're all packed. Wait, what's going on? What's going on?"
Oh, it just turns out that there's only one boat leaving. Would you believe it or not? So I guess we're all going on it together.
Going on the same one?
It must be.
Our work here is done, and yes, we're all departing on the boat.
Oh, wonderful! And you hear from behind, Madame Tusk goes, "Well, I guess I won't be seeing any of you all. You all have a great trip. I just ask for the keys to the room returned." And she holds out a hand.
I think I had one.
Pretty
So
sure
I give
Goose
that
had
back.
another one. Goose had
Goose
one.
has
Yeah,
one,
I think it
pretty
was
sure,
Goose and Nana. Yeah.
You hand them in,
If it was the
and
two keys,
yeah, she makes a note in the ledger and smiles.
Arthur
And
walks
Pesty's
up.
like halfway out the door, just holding the door open, like ushering Sin out. And Madame Tusk doesn't say anything, but gives like half a wink to Arthur.
Arthur quickly runs over.
No,
and just sort of grabs
no.
her hand and goes, "I'll never forget you," and just runs away.
Nana sees this and goes,
And she
Thanks
just
for your help, Sally.
smiles. She's just got like this like
Arthur, that's all Arthur wants.
I think Madame Tusk has learned her lesson not to, you know, if they seem desperate, don't.
It's only at this point that Gerald actually picks up on what had been going on, and he sort of like looks from the two of them, and sort of you can see the penny drop. And he's like, oh, and he sort of leans over to Nana and be like, "Is that why we've been staying here for free?"
And Nana just smiles and
Oh my
walks
god.
away.
I thought
Wait.
that.
And you walk away.
Did we wait? Did we have a tab? Were we supposed to settle that?
We're gone now.
I think
We're
we
gone
settled it at
now.
the beginning.
Right,
Oh, no,
the city's
no,
covering
no,
us
the,
because that's
Oh
part of
right,
got
the-
right.
paid
Yeah.
to
Oh,
stay
that's
here,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But Nana's
Oh.
gonna let you think that was why, because you weren't paying attention, and that's funny to Nana.
Oh no.
And me.
Oh
Oh,
no.
also, speaking of which, did we get the final coffer from the city?
You did,
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
You did? Okay, cool.
I will say though, retroactively, those of you who participated, this including Goose, I'll talk to Denny off stream. You did have 35 gold that you could trade in at any one store for stuff.
Oh yeah, right.
So, yeah, I believe it was Arthur, Nana, and Goose.
Just food, just rations. You know, Nana.
That's a lot of rations, Nana. That's
Oh,
that's a
lot
lot
of
of rations.
How many?
Fucking stutter.
But like, how many things from the pet store could you get for 35 gold?
Wow.
How many what?
What could you get from the pet store for 35 gold?
I could get that eagle that my owl doesn't like.
No, like as in feed for your owl and stuff like that, like long term.
No, Nana knows
Oh.
what I meant. Look at that face. That's somebody knows
Oh.
what I meant.
We're on the way to the boat now. We gotta.
I don't know. There's a
We can
spider
talk-
there.
We can say retroactively because we've skipped some days.
Yeah, we can talk retroactively later about what
Yeah.
stuff you picked up. We don't have to do it now. But as you step outside, you do for some reason I'm not getting audio anymore. What the hell is happening?
Wait, can you not
Whatever.
hear us? Oh, you mean
No, I'm
Sirenscape?
not getting
Yeah, that's gone.
Regardless, you step outside and you see this sled that has like cushioning on it, and Sin promptly hops up and gets seated, and Pesty just starts walking it like a sled stroller,
Oh, nice.
and it just looks at all of you and says, "What a coincidence that we're all going to the same place." It's I mean, if anything, it'll make the trip more pleasant. The question is then, do you think we'll end up on the same boat from Troll Hat?
It's altogether possible. We are heading north, I believe, further from Troll Hat and heading back towards.
I'll have you know, I never actually been to the outpost, but I was told that that's where we're headed today.
Oh, you mean Troll Hat?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, it's quite a nice little town. They've got a good bar.
There's a lovely what was it? It was a pub.
It was a
pub, right?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
an inn,
cool.
like inn
Yeah.
slash
Yeah,
pub.
yeah.
Oh, they've got a lovely inn. We'll have to buy you an ale.
Very
That's
well.
nice.
Oh, I'd love one. I would. That'd be.
Yeah,
That would
I'm
be so
not too. I'm not too
Um,
sure how much time there is between the connecting boats, but
We can smuggle it on a boat. She's like elbowing Pesty.
I'm sure it wouldn't be much trouble.
Sorry, I was just checking the audio. That's why it's got the.
Yep,
spooky-
it's working.
So while this is all happening, Arthur would like to let Madeline out of the cage and fly freely. And talking in my spell, as in speak with animals, I say to Madeline, make sure you stay close to us, but have some freedom. And then
I
Arthur
need you to
sort
make
of,
an animal handling check.
oh no.
You're a
If you
ranger.
get a
You
one,
should
does
have
Madeline
infinite
just-
animal handling. Wait,
Bernie,
hang
you
on.
say enough.
Hold on. Why is your animal handling only +2?
Because I've got other things that it needed to go in to
Oh
make
my
my
God.
stuff up higher. Trust me.
I'll say with
God.
you can roll with advantage because you've got speak with animal going, so
Yeah.
you can directly communicate.
Okay.
Rudy can handle animals. better than
Advantage.
She's like, "Peace out, dum dum."
Arthur.
Just roll one more time.
Oh, well, okay. All right. Roll one more time. Sorry.
Yeah.
16.
That's better.
16. 16? Yeah, that's better. And you Madeline looks at you and says, "Fine," and then just takes off. Just flies off.
Arthur also kind of looks puzzled, and he's never thought of this before. But he's got to call forth a horse. And go... Sort of looks at the crowd and go, I call forth Arthur.
What? We're going on a boat, Arthur. We don't need a horse. Why?
I need something to ride to get to there.
Oh my god.
And you summon a horse, and the horse looks obnoxious and full of itself.
Amazing. Amazing.
It just looks like one of those like super styled prancing competition horses.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does it have that like competition gait where they do that? You know, that little like
the Tennessee Trotters.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
Was it dressage, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Oh, that might be. Yeah.
How sad
But-
word is.
Does it like tippy tap around puddles of water and rather than go through them like a normal manly horse would?
It looks there's not really a lot of water. It starts tippy tapping, but it looks reluctant to have Arthur ride on it. It looks towards Nana and Sin and just sighs.
You did this to yourself, or you only have yourself to blame.
This was not the reaction. I
Oh
thought
my
I was going to have
God.
the best relationship with this horse.
Nah.
Nope.
I clearly am not.
No.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
you're just having a mirror thrown up in front of you. You're not liking it.
Is this how you guys see me?
It's how we see Arthur. You're getting too into it. Come on.
No. That's what I meant.
Regardless.
Yeah, absolutely.
As you're heading, it takes you about an hour, nearly two, to get to the river. You're headed straight east from the city, and Pesty pretty much just asks you what you've been doing. He's been pretty much locked up in the hostel, taking care of Sin for the past week, and he just asks what have y'all been up to in your cities. He asks about anything you've been doing. And Sin is listening intently, and she's just looking at the horse, like studying the horse as it's apparated out of nowhere. It's like, how?
I asked Sin if Sin
How
wants to
did
ride.
Arthur make a horse?
Arthur sort of goes, Sin, do you want to jump on the horse? I'll get off.
And
you
there's
go."
a moment. Sin looks super excited, and Pesty says, let's wait until Sin feels 100%, please. We don't want to take any chances here.
I was just about to summon two horses to one up him, but I won't. I'm not going to.
I spent the last week making a very interesting artifact. Have a look at this. And Gerald pulls out his the rod that he's created. Yep, whips out his rod. Eventually, these jokes
in front of everyone.
Yeah. Eventually, these jokes will stop, but it's
no,
not today.
never,
No.
never.
And yeah, sort of like shows it to them because he's quite proud of his work. It's the first time he's made something of this kind of level, and he's like, yes, look at the dark wood. We've got it used to be a pearl of power that I've attached at the top. And you can see it's Druid crafted the dark wood in a spiral around it, and in the middle here, this pearl is actually from the plane of water, if you can believe it or not.
Yeah, as you're droning on
he's
about
just
it,
like, he's just going on about all the things. He's very proud.
Pesty just like does the whole like smile and nod, and then starts talking to Nana. And Sin is eating everything up, asking like, "What's a pearl of power? Where's the plane of water? Where'd you get the wood from?"
Gerald is more than happy to
Keeps
regale every
going, like,
detail.
Where, why, how, where, how, why, when.
Yeah. Every detail is like, and you'll see that there were some cracks in the top of this pearl, and it was making it difficult to work with. But I think I've actually used it to balance the powers as it channels through the rod itself is a kind of a fire meets water kind of synergy.
Wow.
It's quite
That's-
fascinating. I'm
That's
so glad you have a keen
cool.
interest.
Yeah. Pesty says he's gonna try to get me into magic school.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, he said we were gonna head north to the capital and something about a college and
Yes.
magic.
Yes, indeed. I studied there myself.
You did?
I did, yes. There's many books on magic and many classes to teach you the basics and more advanced techniques. I dare say, if you have such a keen interest as you've shown to my humble workings here, I'm sure you could, with the right attitude, you could absolutely make it.
Yeah. I just had this feeling. It just feels like I could do it. I just don't know how. Did that make sense?
I understand completely.
I just feel like
many...
it's there. It's like if someone could just tell me how to get it out, it feels like I could do it, you know?
I would suspect you, if that is the case, and if you are correct, you could be well on your way to studying the art of sorcery.
Wow.
As that is the nature
You
of
think I could?
drawing power from oneself. My arts are not exactly. I'm closer to a wizard, I would say, but I do know maybe a thing or two about sorcery and such as I have learned.
Does everyone get a cool book?
Well, it depends on your. I mean, you can certainly have a cool book.
I'm gonna get a cool book.
You could absolutely, yes. Whether you use it as a wizard does, or whether you use it as a sorcerer perhaps might. Sorcerers use books less so about bringing power from within themselves and forcing it on the world around them. Whereas wizarding's more a case of you more mental discipline and things written down and more study and things like that. Whereas sorcery is more figuring
homework.
Oh, there's going to be so much homework. You're going to have a great time.
Yes. Oh my.
Yeah, and you keep talking. You keep talking about it. She's showing a lot of interest, still asking about your experience at school. But eventually, you can tell she's getting tired, and eventually she stops asking questions. And at one point, as you're going on a rant about like one of the classes you went to, you realize she's fallen asleep.
And I imagine it's like quite some time after she's fallen asleep that I realize this as well.
Most likely.
Sleep tight then.
And it's maybe 20 minutes later. You see ahead of you. You're coming towards the river, and you see ahead of you what looks to be a low boat of some kind. It looks to be made out of wood predominantly, and there's no mast, no sail. It looks long more than it looks high. Like there's just the deck, and at the very back there looks to be maybe one cabin that's like a half floor down. And there's this little like rudimentary ladder that's just leading on top, and you can see on the ship as you're coming close, you see two giants. They're just idling. They're just standing on the boat talking, and you see a still fairly tall, wide, but nowhere near giant size, like just a bit smaller than Lena. You see wearing thick furs and a large fluffy hat. You see this gray-skinned person who waves at all of you, and as you come closer, walks down the steps and says, "Welcome. welcome, and shoots a hand out and says, I'm Captain Gresham Grek. And he is standing like quite a bit taller than everyone else here.
Gesundheit tight.
Gesundheit.
And I'd say probably the most likely person to know Nana would know that this is a Goliath. And Rudy.
And Rudy. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Goliath. There you go.
That's cool.
Arthur would like to shake his hand.
Is Greshaw Grek.
Greshaw.
Oh,
Okay.
there we go. Okay.
Arthur comes forward and says, "G'day, Captain. How are you?"
Good. The weather is great. And you look up, it's a slight cloudy, and light snowfall, but there's good wind. And says the weather's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very good still.
This is pretty good weather, I'd say, for the season. Could be a lot worse.
Okay.
And we don't really bother with the wind, as you see. No sails. We're going to be using the currents. We got oars, the giants here. And he points up and he says, we got Karj and we got Bernhild. And we'll be the crew.
Oh, awesome.
And we estimate, and he starts counting out all of you. That seems to be everyone. Are you all traveling? I am pretty sure, takes out a piece of paper, 2 parties? But you're all traveling together? You all know each other?
Yes, it appears so.
Yes. We met on the way through here.
I will let you all know, in case of bad weather, there will be tarps we can string up. We do not have the cabin. The one cabin is currently in use. We're transporting, looks over towards the giants, prisoner, I believe. And we, in case of bad weather, we'll strap up a tarp. No, they're under lock and key. They're being sent to Exile, I've heard, where after we drop you all off in Troll Hat, we're heading out into open waters to the east to find somewhere to
just drop them in the ocean, are you?
God, I hope it's George.
No. We'll find a landmass or iceman.
Captain, can you just come here for a second? Like, come down. Like,
Yes.
And I whisper into his ear. I'm like, for a person who's not very sea-bound, would there be a bucket and a place I could maybe go hang out on? I'm afraid I'm okay with still water.
He stands back up and he like overly loudly says, "If you get sick, you just toss it over the railing, sir."
Yeah. Look, I'm not going to get sick.
Just lean over, give it your best.
Yeah, look. I don't think I'm going to get sick, but I'm in for my party mates.
Nana, surely Nana has a tea that helps queasiness. Surely it's like Dramamine.
Rudy sees Nana going for the bag and puts a hand on Nana's shoulder and shakes his head.
So Arthur's gonna sort of just hang out near the side of the boat.
Oh no!
And as you're all, Greshaw very quickly helps, pretty much just picks up the little like sled stroller with Sin in it, and just like with it over his head, Sin is just like holding on, like this big smile, but also like holding on to the sledge, just walked up the stairs and placed down on deck, and says, "Well, all aboard, we're taking off as soon as everyone is on."
Hang on, I just gotta get Madeline.
Yeah, and it just like flying, circling above you. Madeline comes down and lands.
All right, come, Madeline, into your cage. Come into your cage.
Yeah, steps in.
And I sort of just hang it somewhere so Madeline can see.
Yeah, there's like lantern posts near where the one cabin is, and you can hear from inside. You can hear what sounds like banging, rustling, heavy grunts. Sounds of metal.
I speak with animals again.
Okay.
With Madeline, and I say, "Look, Madeline, don't get scared. They've got them all under control right there in that cabin there. Just if you feel like you want to be moved, squawk twice, because I've only got 10 minutes of this, and if we're traveling for a little while,
Oh my god, the audacity.
just make two
She's not a
sounds twice in a row.
orb.
Yeah, she does like a little tip tap, like side steps back and forth, and says, and sighs. Okay, fine.
Are you okay? You are sighing. Is there something I could do better for you?
You could just. Never mind.
No.
Aggressive owl.
Oh
Arthur's got both hands gone. No. Whatever it is. Talk to me.
And the captain sort of like elbows Gerald, and it's like the captain's forearm is like the size of Gerald's thigh. It's just just like elbows Gerald and says, "Is that one actually talking to the owl, or should I be worried?"
In my experience thus far, I would recommend both.
Yes, I was thinking the
And
same.
it just slaps you on the back, lets out a bellowing laugh.
Gerald
Good
flat
one.
on the deck.
Good
Amazing.
And you then see both one of the giants has taken one of these massive oars and is pushing off from the ice, and the other one seems to be steering, almost acting like a rudder on the other side. And Madeline then says, "But you could just let me fly. We're on a boat. I could keep an eye out."
But are you going to stay with me? The thing is, Madeline, I seem to love you a lot more than you seem to love me. And I'm not saying
God.
this is a bad thing or a good thing. It's just
Oh my God.
I've lost a lot of things, and I've grown very
So awkward.
to you.
I just can't.
But
If this was a rom-com, I would have turned it off by now.
I'm
Fuck me.
so
I
glad
can't.
that we can't understand what
But
you're saying.
if you want to be let free into the wild, you're more than welcome to. But I want you to let you know you actually do mean a lot to me.
And she poofs up her feathers, like the frill of the neck kind of just, and she looks away a little bit and says, "Dum dum."
Oh, she's like, you
Tsundere.
That's so
Tsundere owl.
I open the cage and I give it the look like
Not like I
Yeah,
like
she
it.
steps over to your hand and sort of like fluffs her feathers again, gives you a little nibble on the cheek, and then picks up.
Aww. Orvin his owl.
That's sweet.
He has already gotten over Madame Tusk. He's found a new love.
Madame Tusk
Madeline,
too. I don't
Madeline,
know
I
her.
love it.
Oh my god.
I'm done. If you finish it right there, I
Arthur's
am
gonna
a happy man.
Arthur's going to start taking levels in Druid just so he can turn into an owl soon.
Oh no!
I'm almost there, baby. I'm close.
If you don't replace Madeline as like a trick, just a joke, I'm gonna be so goddamn angry.
Just imagine at one point in the future
this is
you just go to talk to Madeline in the cage, and you're being all sweet, and it's just Nana that goes like, "Hey,
Oh, dab dab.
Hey, Arthur!
Now tell me your deepest, darkest secrets.
Yes.
If it starts going, have you eaten breakfast this morning? Then I know something is sus.
Yeah. But as like at the very same moment you shut your hand upwards, Madeline takes off, and the boat starts rocking as you're headed forwards. And you're propelled forward by the current as well as the giants, one on each side, and they're standing up, just working these massive oars. And they're not doing like row, row, row. It's like very leisurely, just like giving the extra push. And the captain says, "We estimate to be arriving in Troll Hat just after nightfall. be prepared that it might get extra cold just before we arrive. Other than that, just sit back and enjoy yourselves, I suppose.
Question for DM.
Yeah.
Is there a space on this deck where there's like 10 foot clear?
Yes.
Excellent.
I can.
If you sink this fucking boat, Rohan, I swear to God, I will be so angry.
I think I know exactly what Roju's about to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess as well.
I think I know what he's about to do.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
he's
see if I
making
can
a.
find-
I see.
He's gonna
what
make the
he's doing.
tiny house. The tiny
Yeah,
hut.
the tiny
Yeah.
house. That's actually pretty brilliant.
Yeah.
God, this-
Yeah.
Well, considering that you're probably exhausted anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
This. Here's the boat.
I'm a
Alright.
thorn whip it.
While you're getting that ready,
Ooh.
Arthur's already spewing up over the side. He's
No,
already
it's not
cool.
allowed in the tiny hut.
Okay.
I am
Yeah.
both
We
got
impressed by
Arthur
the
throwing
by
up.
the map, and I'm also terrified that you have a battle map for this boat, Josie.
Well, it's a boat.
It's
Let's
generic
just
boat
you just
name.
assume these
Cool.
these stairs. No, wait, wrong. This area, it's all flat. These stairs lead up like half a floor, and there's also like one stair in the middle actually that leads down half a floor to a door.
Awesome.
Hmm.
So tiny
So
hut
at
can
the
last
very
for-
at the floor, you could definitely find enough space to set this up.
Excellent. Yes.
I'll just place all of you up.
Yeah. And what time is it at the moment?
It is noon-ish.
Okay, cool. All right, so 8 hours, and we're probably there, basically, right?
Yeah.
Well, thereabouts. Cool. Well, then in that case, I'll ask the captain again. Excuse me, Captain. Is there a space about 10 foot that wouldn't get in anyone's way?
I mean,
If I were to set up a
Sure,
small
we
area
don't-
for us to sit?
if you wish, you may. There's well, any available space, and you realize there's like all of your belongings have been like tied down under a net, just about here,
Mhm.
and the rest is just clear
Cool.
deck.
Awesome. All right then. And he pulls out a little crystal bead out of his bag and starts rolling it around and sets up basically a ritual cast of tiny hut
Mhm.
in that space. And up to 9 creatures can be in it, so it'll be all of us plus our 2 friends.
Yeah, and
Nice.
while you're casting, Sin is paying close attention, and it's like when you're starting to cast a ritual, she bombards you with questions, and eventually you just have to tell her to be quiet and stop answering questions. You just focus. Because like it's like every new thing you do in the ritual, she just go like, "Oh, what's that for? Oh, why are you doing that? How does that work?" Just every new step of the
Oh,
ritual.
no. I love it.
I respect your enthusiasm. Please hold questions until after the show is complete. I will ask you one more question, though. I only want to know one thing from you. Pick a color, any color. What is your favorite color?
She's just like looking around, like orange.
Orange, excellent. The dome is going to be opaque and orange from the outside.
Nice.
And as you summon it, I believe is this the first time all of you have seen it?
Yeah, this is the
so,
first time I'm
yeah.
casting it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's essentially a hemisphere, if I recall.
Yeah, that's right. It's
Dome.
like a 10-foot dome.
Cool.
That just appears. It just like seems to expand rapidly, like from Gerald, and it forms this barrier. And you hear immediately the captain goes, "Is this safe?"
Safer than the boat is, yes.
I am.
And anyone who's looking, he does the whole.
Oh, it looks like a fruit. Just half a fruit, though. You know, like one of those
it's
cantaloupes.
like half an orange. Yeah.
Yeah. She doesn't say orange, though. She specifically goes cantaloupe for some reason. It's not right, but it's not wrong.
Arthur's gonna try and crawl over with, like,
Come in,
anything,
everyone.
Wait,
anything
are we
you
sure we
in.
want Arthur inside our place of residence for the next few hours? He seems a little green.
Oh,
I'm sure I have something for that.
No, Nana,
digging
Nana,
again.
Nana.
Arthur, maybe you stay with your head over the edge. Everyone else
I just need to sleep. Just
Yep,
Oh,
back to
back to
the
the side.
railing.
back to the railing with you.
If you throw up in the tiny house, I'm gonna laugh so fucking hard. Can you roll for vomit? Amazing.
So yes,
There's a lingering tickle of the scent of something burnt. Like it's like you can't put your finger to it, but inside the tiny house, it smells like. Is it something burning? Is it not? Like it's just like just there.
pleasant smell of wood smoke.
It throws Nana off because she's like, I'm not cooking anything. And I would never smell that if I was.
Yes, so you see this dome, like this orange dome that you can't see through from the outside. But when you go shoot past through it, it's like there's nothing there for you lot. As you enter the inside of it, you can see that you can perfectly see out from the dome. So it's perfectly transparent from the inside. It is perfectly heated. It is the most comfortable temperature. It's dry. There's no
Oh my God.
there's no cold wind. It's just warm and comfortable.
Yes.
I am so glad, Gerald, you have learnt how to use this ability at the end of our time here. Oh, so glad. This is fantastic. I am thrilled, over the moon. This will be so useful in the swamp.
Yes.
Yes, it will, Gerald.
I wish I was able to prepare this sooner, but unfortunately we only had access to the materials required once we arrived at the city. So it was, yes, a little bit awkward. Would have been nice to have it earlier, but think of it this way, now we have it forever.
This is good. No, you can't deny that.
Yes.
That is good.
I can make it any color as well, which is nice. So, you know, if we were still in the snow, though we're not now, we could have made it white, and we would have been very, very hard to spot.
Oh, the wolves wouldn't have known we were there until they were literally nipping at our feet.
Though they wouldn't have even been able to get to our feet, because only the creatures that I designate can even pass through. In fact, let's Captain, just as a quick test for me, could I ask you to strike this orange dome as hard as you can, and try and put your fist through it even.
Sure. And he seems to lock the helm somehow, and just comes down, looks quizzically, just walks down.
Crash now.
And like tentatively puts his hand forward, and it just connects. It just like dunk. Like, you want me to hit this as hard as I can?
Yes, please. It would be for my scientific research, if you could.
Sure.
Or Arcanum research, yes.
Sure. And he winds up. It doesn't go for like a full haymaker, but he gives it like a fair shot, and it's just like dunk. Like, and he shakes the hand off and says, that looks convenient.
And you just see Gerald's like head for him, because of course it's completely, you can't see through it from the outside. You just see the hat come first, and then Gerald's head sort of pops through it, and he's like, yes, very convenient, isn't it? Looks around and then pops back inside the dome.
And you can get in and out freely, and just like keeps tapping it, like Like
Yes, yes.
almost like looking for a spot. Like, is there an entrance?
Amazing.
Yes, yes. Basically, if I leave, though, it will disappear. So I have to stay inside.
Oh, okay. I see. And then one of the giants go, Captain, and they look up, and like the boat is like turning ever so slightly. Okay. Like rushes back and like starts steering again.
Thank you, Captain. Gerald waves, but then he realizes, of course, he can't see.
Yeah.
So Arthur wants to call out Madeline and sort of like feeding time. This time he's gotten rid of everything in his stomach. So he's actually standing up. He's sort of walking towards.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, guys, can I come in with Madeline and feed Madeline a little bit? Still looking very green in the face, but very much assuring that, you know, he's got nothing left to yes.
Yeah. As you come towards, you still being outside the dome, you see that the boat is coming upon one of these crossroads in the river, and you're just about you catch Madeline, you get ready to head inside when all of a sudden the boat just takes a harsh turn and just starts wobbling even more. I mean, I'm looking at the map. That's where you are.
I'm looking at the map.
Doesn't matter if you're ever gonna. Have you been seasick before? Or...
Actually, I've been on, because as a Navy cadet, I've been on boats
all
my life.
Yeah.
I've actually never been seasick. I've experienced a lot of other people being seasick.
Right.
The first thing that Arthur will do is just drop to the floor.
Just
Wait,
drop down.
with Madeline.
Pretty much. That's like an instant reaction to his seasickness that you just got to get somewhere. You get on your gut and you start going to an edge. So
Nana's taking pity. There's something in my bag. I'm coming out. I'm coming out.
Arthur sort of goes, just holds Madeline up for someone to grab real quickly.
Nana.
And he's making his way back to the side of the boat.
All right. Nana's just following him, like digging in her bag with one hand and going, I'm really sorry you have to see him like this, but you know, he's usually really good on land. Just to Madeline as an off.
Yeah, Madeline's just looking from Arthur to you and back again, just sitting there. And the day passes by, several hours go by, and as the sun starts to creep down lower on the horizon, Arthur, have you at this point entered the hut, or are you still outside?
He's attempting each time to come back in. He's gonna try and get a couple of hours sleep because he doesn't actually sleep.
Just on that, I was just rereading Tiny Hut, and the thing is that it's not people I designate that can move through it freely. It's actually whoever was in the space at the time that it popped into existence. That can pass through.
We could easily do. You summon it once, and you and Sin are moving in and out freely, and then you have to recast it.
Yeah. I'll move out of the space so it disappears.
Oh my God.
All right, everyone into the space.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
And I will say that everyone, you're all resting inside. Calm. It's been calm now. You've just passed another one of these crossroads in the river, and when all of a sudden the boat stops, it just comes to a lurching stop.
Huh.
And the captain goes, What was that? No, there's no sound. It just stops. It's like, and you get the whole bus effect, the bus stop effect, where you're just like, whoa. Everyone know the bus stop effect.
Well, I suppose we better. Captain, is everything all right?
I'm not sure. Anything wrong? And like the giants, they're like, they're just like they try to push forward, and you're moving forward. It's just like very sluggish, very slow. There's some sort of resistance, and one of the giants goes, I don't know. There's something holding us back. What's going on really? And then one of the other giants suddenly just seizes up. And the first giant goes, Karj, what's going on over there? And the giant just goes, and the captain says, what is that? And you see coming over the railing, you see 3 figures.
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
Unless you close your eyes. Unless you close your eyes. You see, coming over the railing, you see first, you've seen these before. They look like they've got greenish blue, scaly, rough skin. They got fins for ears, gills, webbed hands.
Oh no.
And one comes up. We'll now say that all of you are here. You're huddled inside the tiny hut.
Our little...
Yeah. One comes up over here, right by where the giant, it's not moving. It looks like it's trying to move, but it can't. This one comes up and just puts like a hand on the giant and just shows its teeth and walks right by. Another one comes up on the other side, and like just by where the stairs up are, and it looks different. It's got like protrusions over its body, like these small. It looks almost like it's got tiny squid tentacles, like on patches over its body, and it's just one of its eyes is a lot more bulbous than the other, and it just crawls up. And at the back, where the captain is, you don't see it at first. You hear the captain says, No. Nope. And he just bolts. He says, we're gonna need all the help we can get for this. I'm not cut out. And as you hear something heavy, and you can see the top. It still looks like one of these creatures, one of the Thagen, but it's massive. Even like the half floor up, you can see its shoulders. And you see it's coming closer. It grabs the helm. And in 2 right arms, it carries a massive spear. And you see it's 4-armed as one gets up behind here. The captain runs down. The captain jumps over and all the way down to the door where the cabin is and says, I don't care if this is a bad person. We need everything. And the giant still able to move says, Captain, no, and just starts running towards the captain who's like fidgeting with the keys and runs. And Captain's like just yanks the door open and heads inside, and the other giant just looks towards all of you with panic in his eyes, like pure panic, like, what do I do? And heads back in and slams the door behind them, and you can just hear like arguing from inside. This large one just walks up. Just walks up, still like one hand on the actual helm, 2 hands holding onto this massive spear, and they're all dripping with water. And it says something.
How many arms?
There's 3 of them. It has 4 arms.
Oh damn!
And it looks at the one that has like the protrusions and the bulbous eyes, and it says something. And you recognize again, this is the way that the one Sahagin you interrogated spoke.
Oh.
And the one with with these tentacles all over it, holding in its hand a blade covered in like barnacles. It almost looks like it might be made out of like sharpened corals or something. And it turns towards, just looks around, sees the hut, and says, "I know magic. We know you here."
I don't think he knows we're here.
It says in common. All of you.
Okay.
Gerald, look, normally I take your instance, but it looks like it's looking at us, and it spoke our language. So,
Yes.
All right, what do you want, then?
before we go any further, Gerald, can we shoot out of this?
Well, about that. Not exactly. Kind of.
Well, they can't get in because we proved that with the captain. But if I can shoot them with my arrows from the safety of in here,
Rudy
It walks
takes
up
a
and
step.
it starts poking the
Yes.
dome and says, "Come out."
Rudy
No,
exits
thank
from the
you,
other
we're
side
quiet.
of the
No, Rudy,
dome.
stay inside. No, Rudy,
Rudy exits from the
we're
side of the
perfectly
dome.
safe in here.
That's
Okay,
from the other
so-
side.
And like, so he gets close, because obviously
Step outside, and as you
doesn't
step
hear.
outside, it traces you with the blade and says, "Where is heart? We know it here."
Heart?
It just
Um,
looks around.
And so I whisper to Arthur and Anna and whoever's still
Goose?
in the dome, Goose. I'll be like, okay, so the deal is that objects can pass freely through the dome as long as they were in here at the time when we cast it. So any weapons and ammunition you have on you should be able to pass straight through. However, Nana, you and I are at more of a disadvantage because the spells and other magical effects cannot extend through the dome or be cast through it. So we'll need to stick ourselves a little bit out of the dome to cast any spells on them. But you can rain arrows all day, Arthur.
Arthur is very pleased to hear this.
Yeah.
Alrighty,
You see this one giant still on deck is like, you can see like the face tensing. There's like, I can't move.
Unfortunately, the gentleman that probably knows what you're looking for has gone in there. We are just travelers on the ship. We don't actually know what it is you're looking for.
Smooth talking,
We
Rudy.
know it here. We sense
Back in the
it.
dome, Rudy. Rudy,
Well,
please get back in the
The
dome.
captain, we are not the captains of the ship. The captain did exit through that exit over there.
And you see the big one says something like snarky, and just raises its chin. And translating back to you, this one Sahagin says, "The Baron says, if you no come out, we sink ship. And see how good your barrier is."
Arthur ready his bow with a special arrow with the freezing tips for at the big guy.
Oh, Arthur, spell any magical effects won't extend through the dome. Don't use your magical ammunition.
Okay, he changes his
And
arrow.
It's not magic. It's like semi magic.
All right, so will my arrow work or not?
I mean, it would.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd allow it because it's different.
Okay. I ready my bow and I'm looking at sort of Rudy. I know he can't see in, but I'm just sort of watching until the last sort of negotiations take place. And if all fails, that minute he lets go with his arrow.
Again, I don't know what you want me to do with a sword pointed at me. There is a room just over there with the captain of the ship. Whatever you're looking for, I am sure is in that room.
And it turns around and it seems to translate. And the four-armed one looks down, like over the railing,
And I also
and
call
starts
out,
walking almost sideways, just walking down these steps.
also, if you try and sink the ship, I won't like that, and you'll be in big trouble, young man.
Oh, Gerald, what are you speaking?
And it just looks like pokes the hut again and says, "Oh, really?"
Gerald.
Absolutely. We kind of don't want to sink with the ship, although we would be fine, to be honest, for at least a time. But I prefer you didn't. Very inconvenient for us.
Then give us heart. We leave.
Well, what our friend mentioned is quite correct. We don't know or have whatever this heart is. So if you could please just scoot and
it looks over at the other smaller one of the Sahagin, who's carrying what looks to be just a small blade at their hip, and just looks towards the giant, says something, and they're still shouting from inside the cell, the cabin, and you hear something all of a sudden, and there's just this really this intense arguing going on. You can hear like the slamming and clanging of metal as the Baron is heading down towards the door. And he goes and puts a hand on the door, says something towards the one who translates, "Captain knows where heart is."
Probably not.
And translates immediately, and the Baron just takes a hand off the door. And just starts walking towards the dome. Also, like, prodding with his spear.
Dong.
And then walks over.
Quite impenetrable.
Then walks over to the giant who's still stiff.
No.
And just, with all four arms, just shove them over.
Nana's going for it! Fuck that!
Uncle, let's go, Zamazaro!
Well,
roll initiative.
So
shit.
At least
here we go.
At least Rudy bought a couple of minutes because everyone talking in the hut is not going to get us anywhere.
21. Good shit.
Us being in the hut is going to get us everywhere.
Nah, Rudy needs to get out of the hut to do anything.
Someone's got to save that man.
Out of the hut.
Someone's got to save the man.
Nah, he wants to come out of that.
Should I use my inspiration to get a higher roll?
You gave it away.
I had one in reserve.
Oh, nice. Smooth. Okay. What does I'm gonna roll for Goose real quick.
Oh fuck me.
Yeah, I'm thinking should I use?
Oh my god.
Let's see.
Fuck it. I never use them. Like I never use them. Surely this is the time, right? Nah. Oh, I can't do anything on my sheet. Oh,
Rudy can't do
anything. Rudy got a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind of sorted. Like he's pointed at him.
Okay. What's Nana and Gerald?
Mine is a 7.
15.
7.
Oh, yes, 15 to me.
7, and we got a 15. So, I will say, Arthur, you get your free shot. You had an arrow loaded. You can unleash it. Who's your target?
Sweet. The big guy that just pushed.
Wow. Not the one with a sword pointed at
Go
Rudy's
for it.
throat. Thanks.
No,
Thanks,
well, like I said, it was pointed at him the whole time.
Go for it.
15.
You can just step back through the door.
15. As you unleash the arrow, the low light of the dusk, you go and it just turns around and you realize it's carrying. It wasn't just its skin; it's wearing something, and your arrow just slides off.
What?
and go flip into the water. 15 is not enough.
What? Oh my lord.
And it just snarls towards the dome. Arthur, it's then your actual turn.
Well, I'm gonna attack again.
Go for it.
28.
28 will hit. Is this a normal arrow or special arrow?
Normal arrow this time.
Okay, go for it.
11 piercing damage.
11 piercing damage. Hold on. Let me just... Perfect. Yeah, this time you aim carefully, you shoot, and you hit it like right below where it looks to be, where it's carrying this carapace-like breastplate of some sort. And you hit it like in like the lower ribs, and it just looks down towards the arrow.
Arthur's gonna do that again.
Go for it.
30. Oh,
Crit. You
crit.
nat
baby.
20. Good shit.
Damn.
Critical hit roll. Here it comes.
Go for it. Go for it.
11 damage.
Nice.
A total of 11.
Yep. Total
Yep.
of 11.
That's still that's 22 damage
Solid
total
hit.
already.
Yeah.
Second arrow you hit. This time you aim higher. You hit it like right above the clavicle, and it's just like stuck in its thick muscular neck, and it just grabs and snaps the arrow off. Just
And,
snarling angrily towards the dome.
And you can guess what I'm going to do for my very last thing. I'm going to attack
Shoot
again.
Go for it.
Deadly
30.
of arrow.
Crit again.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
again.
god.
No way.
And it drops
No
dead right
way.
there.
And I'm going to do
Okay,
that for
go
15.
for it. 15. That puts it to 30.
That is some good
I
damage.
will say you brought it down to
Oh,
exactly
God.
half in one round.
Holy
Whoa.
Second, again, you
Wow.
shoot similar spot, just like stacking arrows on each other, as it can't tell where you're coming from. It doesn't know when to dodge, from where to dodge. Just again, it just snaps off the arrow. This time you can see this thick, almost like purplish blood trickling down, and it's just getting ready to move upon the dome. Any movement, or are you gonna stay put?
I'm going to stay in the dome. I'm not freaking moving.
It's basically a pillbox for you.
Yeah. I'm loving this.
Goose, it's Goose's turn. Goose rolled a 19 for initiative. Is going to just look around, just like accepting the fact that apparently we're fighting now. Going to look around and goes for the wrecker, and then goes for the Gale Axe instead. And
Wise choice.
runs. Yeah, steps out of the dome towards the one that's intercepting Rudy, and is going to go 2 attacks, just tentatively, like 2 attacks with the Gale Axe into the Sahagin. A 24 to hit with the first one. I do believe that will hit. For a total of 10 damage. Oof.
Goose and Rudy. Never a better combination, has there been?
Yeah, and next attack is a 13 to hit. Question is, will that hit? No. Second, the Sahagin brings the blade up and parries the impact of the axe. And Goose is then going to speak the command word "blast," and the axe just starts whipping with wind. Rudy, you can feel like at first it's like wind gets sucked from towards the axe and then starts whipping around it as it starts glowing with a faint greenish color.
Nice.
As they're standing now, stalemate, holding weapon against weapon. Goose just looks over, so in very much like, is this happening? Are we doing this? What are we doing? What's the plan? Gerald, your turn.
Fuck the fire.
Yes. All right. So I just want to check with you, Josie. If I were to move up to the edge of the dome, because I know obviously if I step out of the area, then obviously the dome dissipates. Can I step to the inside edge of the dome and stick an arm out to release a
I'd say
spell?
Yes, I will say sticking an arm out or a head out is completely fine. I would say the
Awesome.
point you need to maintain within the dome would be your torso, like your center of mass.
Yeah. Cool. All right, so that's what I'll do. I will, rod in hand. I will, first of all, as a bonus action, I'm going to hex the biggest one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And what stat are we hexing?
Yes, that is hex.
Yeah, pick a stat. Your hexing stats.
Oh, of course. Yes. Let's see, because it's just ability checks, right?
Yeah.
So we'll say strength ability checks. He'll have disadvantage on.
Perfect.
And-
That's your bonus action.
Yep.
And I'd say
then-
you move like 5 feet to get to the edge of the
Yes.
of the dome.
Yeah. And then after I've brought Hexy back, I'm going to. I can only
Nope.
cast a cantrip, so I'll be able to go Eldritch Blast. That's my.
Yeah.
God, I almost missed that one. Amazing.
I evidently did miss it.
So the
18,
first
Yeah.
18 to hit.
18 to hit.
Definitely hit. Yep, that hits.
And he takes 14 damage from the Eldritch Blast. And,
Nice.
And then the Hex stabs him for
D6 necrotic.
yes, which is an additional 3 necrotic damage.
So 80 points of damage.
Yep. Then the second Eldritch Blast jets from the end of my rod. 27 to hit.
That's gonna hit. Yep.
Yep. Oh, another max damage. 14 force damage from the Eldritch Blast.
Why do I not see any of these rolls?
And,
I'm getting them
because,
up on
it's not
D&D.
connected.
and
it's
then
on D&D
another,
Beyond.
Yeah, that's right.
and then
That's
another 3 necrotic damage from the Hex for the second hit.
Okay, yeah. This thing, after these arrows, and you fire off your Eldritch Blast, and you just strike it twice. Doof, doof. They just zoom out and they strike it again. It can't tell where they're coming from. It can't see into. It's just standing there, getting angry and furious, and just hit it once, twice, and you can see these scorching, smoldering impacts. Now, one of them hit upon where the arrowheads are still stuck in, and it's now gouting blood out of its
Yes.
neck.
That was 30
Yeah.
damage. That
Yeah,
just-
it looks like it's starting to sway a little bit and just like has to correct itself, put like its feet a little bit wider to get its stance on. Is that it for your turn?
Yes, that is it. And of course, I retract my arm back into the dome.
Yeah. It is that the Sahagin Baron is going to just look around. There's really nothing else to do. And is going to just slam itself where the wound is, just like slap. And with a bloody hand just smears across its own face as it walks up, takes a step towards Goose, and is going to just go at it with the spear.
Don't kill Goose while she's not here.
It is going to be 2 attacks with the spear.
It's all right.
Uh,
Goose is our sturdiest boy.
It's true.
It is a
You're good.
22 to hit. 22 will hit Goose.
Goose, no.
Let's see. It is
3,000 damage.
Yeah,
That'll be
insta
fine.
dead.
Yeah.
It is 12 points of piercing damage.
Yes.
I'm just gonna keep
Vanish
track
straight to
over
the plane of water. Thank you very much. Also dead.
here. Second attack.
Oh no,
16.
there's 2.
Second attack is also hit for another 10 points of damage.
Thank God it's Goose. That would have
I'm
been me
assuming
gone.
Goose wasn't raging though, right?
Nope,
Oh,
Goose was not
yeah.
raging, and after like going at it twice as Goose is locked in combat with the smaller one, the Baron walks up and stabs Goose in the back twice, and then goes in,
Ass.
opening its jaw wide, and goes to bite Goose in the
Oh
shoulder.
my gosh.
What an ass.
And I do believe it is going to be a 20 to hit with the bitey bites, the normal.
Jesus. All right.
That's so
We
crazy.
get it. He's got the pointy teeth. Okay. Oh my god.
It is another 11 points of damage.
Arthur is not happy with this.
Oh,
And seeing this, Goose immediately just looks like he's going to topple over, like taken
Okay.
completely by surprise.
Oh no!
It is then the one that's standing in between Goose and Rudy.
Oh no.
The
No, not
the
Goose.
tentacle Sahagin is going to look around. We just want heart. And it's going to... What are we going to do? It is going to... Oh, here we go. It's going to look at Rudy and says, we just want heart. Give us heart, please. 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 And it holds out its hand and it says,
Oh.
give us heart and you will have this. And you can see forming in his hand out of water what looks to be a crown. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Okay. Right.
Ooh.
Sure.
Damn.
24.
24.
Paladin Princess's favorite.
Good
Man.
save.
You can feel a presence in your mind, something heavy bearing down upon you. But then nothing. It's just the crown made of water just spills to the floor of the deck. And the Sahagin looks at its hands, looks up at you and says, what? No. And it's then just going look around. It's going to start taking steps back. Goose is going to get an attack of opportunity. It wasn't quite close enough for Rudy to get one. It is a 16 to hit. I do believe that's going to hit. Yes, it is. Let's see, how much damage does that do? It is going to be 6 points of damage. As it starts backing up, it runs up to the top of the deck. And as it turns around, Goose gets an axe in its shoulder. It holds onto its shoulder as it's running up the stairs. Nana, your go.
Oh baby, Nana jumps out of that fucking house. Let's go. Oh, I do have a very important question, which I'll summon them regardless. But is the giant still alive? Because we gotta save him.
You need to go check.
We're doing it. Okay.
They were thrown over the edge.
Yeah, they were thrown over. I was really upset that I got such a low in initiative. Anyway, so Nana's spoon is not unpacked, but Nana has a pen. Nana slams her spoon into the boat and summons 2 giant octopi.
Oh, I don't have any.
That's okay. I have them here.
Yeah, I don't have any to put down right now. I'll make a note.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I've got Oscar and Otto, the giant octopus.
I love how you named them.
Yeah, I've got to. How will I keep them straight?
That's true.
And I need to. Let's see. I need to
roll initiative.
Roll initiative for them. Yes. Let me see. Oh, I don't have any. Sorry, I only have my initiative. My thing is not letting me.
Oh, if you look on their stat block, just roll a d20 and whatever they have in dexterity modifier.
No, like I don't have a d20. Like my page is so messed up right now. Is it possible that someone can roll a d20?
I can roll a d20. What is their dexterity modifier?
Oh no, hold on. My page is really not.
I'll have it and the initiative listed there.
Yeah. There we go.
All stat blocks don't have initiatives.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For the giant octopus.
There we go. So they are initiative +1. Wait,
Plus
can I roll it from there?
Okay, they get.
Yeah, you should be able to.
I will go for it then.
Oh, yours. Oh, it does.
Mine
okay.
is 11.
Mine was.
If it worked, go for it.
21.
There we go. 21. They will go after Arthur at the top of the next turn.
Sweet. And then Nana, with the remaining action, will. Let's go. Shillelagh. Trusty Shillelagh. Will,
You're activating Shillelagh?
I'm activating Shillelagh. Yeah.
You're activating Shillelagh. Are you staying inside the hut?
Oh, no,
you
I'm
would have
out.
left to.
I'm out.
Yeah, you would have run to the edge, summon the octopi in the water, and then activate Shillelagh. You're done like that?
Yeah.
Okay. This Sahagin over here is going to strafe around, taking a wide berth around Goose, and now holding the stairs. Is going to hold a hand up towards Rudy and shoot a guiding bolt.
Not Rudy's thing. No.
That's my thing.
It is going to do it. It's going to do it at third level.
Oh damn!
Oh fuck! Okay, hold on. He's a mortal.
12 to hit.
Yeah, sorry. Who's her new favorite? Rudy?
AC of 12, so I think that hits.
Oh shit!
That just hits that.
Yeah, it does. Yep.
Oh no!
You're hurt.
Okay.
Nah, it'll be
Let's
fine.
see. Guiding bolt.
See, aren't you happy we can
And
all
let's
heal
see,
now?
26 for each for.
Look, Rudy may or may not have taken care of that problem behind the scenes himself. That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Nana doesn't know that, does she?
No.
25 points of radiant damage.
Ah, it'll be fine.
She'll be
And
right.
you get slammed by this. Yeah, it looks like water, but it doesn't feel like water. But it slams into you. It burns. It sears, and you see that you're now glowing with like these. It looks like light underwater. This effect around you.
Ah. So this
It
is
is then. It is then your turn.
Ah, excellent, great. You know what? We can fight fire with fire if that's what we're going with. You know what? Rudy fires a. No, he should heal Goose. He should heal Goose. Heal Goose. He should. Oh, he just wants to throw another guiding bolt back.
I mean, go for
Do it.
No, Rudy will cast.
What would Rudy do?
Rudy would cast Healing Word on Goose from a distance.
No.
At a
At
third
what
level.
level?
Third level. He's going.
Okay,
He's going
give me
all
a
out.
moment.
That doesn't help. How the hell do you roll 3d4 plus 3 and only roll 9?
As you go,
God.
as you speak your healing word, as you go to say it, the one let me double check.
Oh no!
The one
Don't do it,
Sahagin
Jesse.
on the top deck
But don't.
just lets out this one sound, just this ah! And as you let out your word, you can almost feel the magic get shattered as you are counterspelled.
Ah no!
What
That's
a
new.
bitch! Tell him
That's
to talk to my
new.
shillelagh.
Ha. Well,
Okay, that's cool.
now Rudy's
That was your
on-
bonus action. You still have an action.
Wait, that was my bonus action?
Healing
yeah, it
word
was-
is a bonus
Yeah,
action.
Healing Word
bonus,
is a
yeah.
bonus, but it also is a spell, so we can no longer cast a spell.
Yeah, you can do cantrip.
You can cast a
Yeah,
cantrip.
but
Yeah.
that's a cantrip.
You're
Or
a
you could go
cantrip.
whack
Look at him. It's a
Whack-a-mole.
cantrip. How dirty is a
Which
cantrip?
one yelled at me? Which one yelled at me?
The one up here.
Damn it. well, you know what? You've got my attention. And Rudy charges up to the one in front of him because obviously that's the one.
This one?
Yeah, he's got to go to the one that's
Yeah, go for it.
and just goes
Ooh.
for a big old smack.
Yes.
Go for smack.
You wanted
We smack a boy
you wanted
today.
my attention. That's what we're gonna do.
You heckin' got it.
24 to hit.
24 definitely hits. Yep. Just
Uh,
run up, completely taken unawares that you've been marked, and you
Yeah.
still run up like to it. You just whack.
don't care. 6 damage. It'll do.
Six damage is still 6 damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Just
it. That's
Crack it across the jaw. It just and looks back towards you. At the top of the next round, before we wrap up today, you hear scuffle. You hear shuffling. You hear slamming. The door to the cabin slams open. The captain runs out, almost crawling on all fours up the little section of stairs, and just yells, This is not what I signed up for. And the other giant is just, you can see, I'd say Goose and Rudy could see the other giant backing towards the doorway. Like their back towards the door is shunted to the side. And stepping through the doorway, heaving. With a gilded, with ruby inset collar around their neck, you see Lena.
No, no.
And that's where we wrap up for today.
No, you did not just call Elena, Josie.
She also killed
Gilded
that.
Ruby. Gilded Ruby. That's a different color.
It's not the
isn't it?
same. It's not the same as we've seen.
But it's similar.
like,
It's gonna
it's
be
too similar. It's too
It's too
similar.
similar.
for my liking.
Oh,
Unless this is the heart that they're talking about, hopefully, and not
Oh
a
my
thing
God.
that we have to fight Lena.
I hate everything.
That's...
I hate it
We'll
here.
find out
Josie,
next week.
Josie, you
Next
pulled
week.
so many heartstrings.
You
This
know,
is the first time I actually want to put up the middle finger.
That's high praise.
that is high praise. I'd take it.
Damn.
But these things that do happen.
Through
Look, you know, Josie, for a second there, when I cast Healing Word and you were interrupting, for a second I thought you were going to take away the last thing Rudy had going for him. I was very scared for a second. I was going to be like,
No more
damn
healing.
it. Well, fuck.
no healing at all. Ever.
Oh dear.
Wow, this took a turn.
Yeah, this took
Yeah.
a turn. You
Oh,
know,
heck.
I tried
I don't know if I
diplomacy,
want to
but
play next week.
Diplomacy didn't work. Diplomacy didn't work. Nah, no. Orb, look at it this way. You finally get a chance to smash Lena.
It's not the smash I want.
Wow.
It's the wrong
Oh, no.
smash.
The wrong smash.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
This was a time.
Look, it might not be the smash
I
you
mean-
want, but it's the smash you deserve.
Wow.
Oh no.
If you guys have not seen the theme of D&D, it's pick on Arthur every day, anytime, any hour.
Arthur makes it too easy.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Don't make it easy.
Well, Arthur is easy.
Aw. Yeah, he is.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Is there anyone in chat who has questions about the campaign at all?
I have questions now.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
Ask
I've got
questions.
so many questions.
Oh my
What
god.
is this collar? Why has it got a ruby in it? What does that mean? Is Lena against
Is
us?
Lena
Is
okay?
Jamie with us? Why didn't we know she was on board before? Is she the prisoner that they had? All of
Remember
these questions and more.
When I was like, oh, we never got to say goodbye to Lena, and then we didn't have to. It was great.
Yeah,
I
it's
remember.
like she was on the boat as well. Great.
They were there the whole time.
They were there the
They
whole
were.
time.
The whole time.
Mm.
Love this for us.
I mean, I could tell you what happened. This could have been prevented. I will put that on your plate.
What?
Don't put this on my plate. I'm going to put it on the other people's plate. I was throwing up.
we could have not given them the collar.
Nah, they
Like,
knew that the customs knew the collar was there. Because they
Hang on.
they could scan for magical items. They would
Oh,
have
that's
found it.
true.
Hang on. Is
Mm.
this punishment for hurting the other people and they wanted to trial it on her?
Wait,
I mean-
what? Wait,
What do you mean?
You know, when she was guiding these people along and
Lena
they got
was...
injured, the tribe, and there was
Yeah.
injuries and then she had to pay for
Oh,
them.
Sin was the
And
injury,
then
by the
we
way.
gave the collar to them, and as punishment, she has to wear the collar for testing
But, like,
purposes.
No.
And
That
then
would be the dumbest thing ever,
That-
though.
that
Because
would-
like we
yeah.
were very, very specific about what it does, and how bad it would be if anyone were to actually put it on. It would be an idiotic thing to do. Surely they wouldn't against Lena Midwinter of all people.
Yeah, I feel like this is.
Baby.
Hey Siri.
Hi, Siri.
Alright, Josie, you have to tell me now.
No.
We'll find out next
No,
week.
Well, we have a
Get
question.
ready.
There is a question in my chat. What moment of today's session had the biggest feels?
All of it? Well,
For me,
definitely.
right now, when Lena just came out.
No.
Yeah.
Because I'm just confused and conflicted now. It was definitely between, for me, when it was like, because I was kind of like okay with talking to Tej, and then we found out that Sen had been in the like the twins were split up, and then I was like, I wonder about flowers, and Josie was like, I got you, and I was like, that's too much. I feel like that was the biggest feels. I was like, maybe plants, and she was like, I know exactly what you want. And I was like, nope, camera off.
What about you, Rudy?
Bye.
Oh, as in, well, I mean, I got Dutch in chat saying the cliffhanger. But
That's
in
pretty
terms
good.
of my look, it's gonna be very selfish here because I feel like Rudy has his own little storyline going on, and I only get 1 day a week to try and like figure out how to put it all together. But like, I'm genuinely afraid for my character because I don't know how to play this role correctly. So yeah, being told I'm walking a fine line scares me.
Fair.
Because I don't know how to actually express what I need to do. Because I've spoken with Josie, I know how I need to play this, but like actually doing it in the moment is scaring me and tricky.
I think you're doing great. For what it's worth.
Well, we haven't really encountered a moment where I need
Yeah,
to do
we
it
have no
right.
idea whether he's doing great or not.
Yeah.
I think you're doing great regardless, okay? I'm really proud of you.
You're trying your best, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, you had fun, so you
Look,
won.
we'll see what goes down when Rudy has to actually fight some undead.
Arthur's had so many pivotal moments today. You know, obviously dealing with our dead friend, to talking to, well, obviously the people that provided for them, and that was a big moment. Saying goodbye to Madam Tusk, that was a big moment.
No, it's not. Get out of here.
Finding
You
out
do know
that
the definition of big moment isn't just when you had a heart on, right?
well, you know, that is for Arthur because, you know, the fact that Madeline actually loves him back was a pretty big moment for him as well.
Love is a strong word.
I liked
To
that.
Sundara.
I like that.
Yeah.
You know, that gave me a lot of warm feelings, very fluffy feelings.
Yeah, that was a highlight, I think.
And then obviously Lena, you know, the cliffhanger is such a bad thing because obviously Arthur tried to tap that and failed.
Oh my
and
God.
now
I could just tap everything though.
and now she's raging. It just sort of terrifies him. So yeah, so many pivotal moments.
Yeah.
If I recall, didn't Lena rage before? Like, isn't Lena kind of a barbarian? Like when we were fighting the mammoth, though. So maybe we're okay, and it's just some nice jewelry. Maybe it's just some nice jewelry, guys. Maybe Lena just was like, "Hey, I'm gonna treat myself."
Oh, I really hope it is. Honestly, I hope it's this, whatever this heart thing is that they want, and then it's like, well, you got to get through Lena to get it now. Good luck with that.
Bye.
Rather than it being like, oh no, now Lena, we gotta take care of whatever the awful thing is happening now.
Okay, no, if we have to fight Lena, can we all just jump overboard? When we're saying that we're jumping overboard, that's it.
No. We can deal with it. If we do have to fight Lena,
We cannot kill them. We're
No, we just withhold our final hit. It's okay.
No. We either knock her out, or I've got one spell slot for dispel magic, so we might be able to remove it if it is a harmful collar.
I mean, Rudy might be
I'm joining the octopus. I'm personally going to. That's where I belong now.
Abandoned gnome, embraced octopus.
Yes, I'm embracing octopus today.
Like, it depends. If Lena's, like, you know, able to, like, internally of sound mind, then there might be a way Rudy could just solve this with a click of a finger. But, like, I don't think that's going to be able to be done.
You don't know until you try.
Yeah, but if he tries it, then the cat's out of the bag, so we can't really do that.
Well, what's your idea? Because technically, Gerald did cast Identify on a color, and if this is a similar one,
I was thinking
you'd
of
all
Rudy...
know how it works.
I was thinking of Rudy using his deity ability, not the one that but it requires a willing target, which is the problem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, honorable mention to Squalene there as well.
Yeah.
Embrace the squalene, cuddly. Yes, yes. You know I will.
If nothing further, is this where we wrap up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
because I mean, I know what happened to Lena. I know what happened to Lena, and this is just. I will say this is not just pulled out of my ass. This has been in the notes for several weeks.
Yeah.
Leading up to this.
And when we beat her up at the start.
No,
of
there
next
was
week,
no. I'm not saying like I had planned for this to happen. I had more like if this happens, this or this happens. If this happens, this or this happens.
And we've snowballed the effect to end up at this point.
Yeah, we have reached this point in our choose your own adventure.
No!
See, it's normally at this point in one of those choose your own adventure books that I would flip back a choice or two and then go another way.
And be like, what did I fuck up?
Yeah.
Turn these pages back.
No.
We'll in the future, I don't know how many weeks down the line, you'll get the truth, you'll look back and be like, we could have done something. We could have done something.
I heard the start of saved, and I am very upset.
Yeah, you can still save. No, I changed it because you can still save.
Wow. Now that
okay, we're doing that.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
We have to, or I will join the octopi.
Again, look, Rudy's got a few tricks up his sleeve that were a little different from previous weeks. He might have changed domain recently, and maybe he's got a few new tricks, okay?
Oh my god, did you actually put useful spells on? Yes, we love that.
No, excuse me.
I will let know. Yes, me and Aussie, we had a long talk. We've had several talks, and Rudy is no longer a life domain cleric.
Yeah, this glove is more than just a fashion choice. Thank you very much. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle choice. Thank you.
Not just a phase. It's a lifestyle.
Damn straight.
Not just a phase.
Thank you, Orby. Yes, thank you for the raid, Orby. I am actually gonna swap over to Final Fantasy after a quick break.
Yeah, I didn't see that in your Discord, so I was like, straight over.
Oh, I'm jealous. I've been like a week out of not playing Final Fantasy, and I'm minor withdrawals.
Thank you.
It's a good game. It's a good game.
In that case, Donkin Dice is immediately like, did someone say Final Fantasy? Yes, I will take you all to Josie.
Yeah.
Hold on.
All right, I've got a hungry cat here, so I will need to feed her. She just gave me so many kisses on the nose. She's like, please, mother, I'm wasting away. I've never eaten in the 3 years I've been alive.
My chat got moist.
Never eaten.
Alright.
Why would you abandon me such?
But I'll if anything, I'll see all of you next week for more D&D, for more emotions. It really feels. I will say though, it really feels like now we're getting into the deep of the campaign. We had like the groundwork done. Now things are happening.
Yeah, definitely.
Starting to get into the main course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because like you've laid all the groundwork, the foundation. Now here comes the follow-ups, the consequences. The threads are being connected.
Here comes the boom.
Because like you've had breadcrumbs all throughout, and now it's finally making sense. Things are coming together.
Making sense is a strong word. Confusing, shocking, mystifying. Other words I would use. Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah.
Good one. But I'll see you all next week. Thank you for the raid, Orb.
Alrighty.
No problem. See ya.
Good luck with the move, Cuddly. Good luck with the traveling Roju.
Thank you.
I'm gonna hang up call, switch over. Bye.
Bye. Alrighty, don't worry, chat. You guys are still stuck with me for another minute or two. Don't think you're getting away that easy.